me kwa toilet ne so bla ye toilet bia ne krom ha sei ana me se me kwa toilet ne so me dua na blaze su ne ba bia me koto pa ho no so ba kan wa ne ye adan sa toilet de bia ne me ma koto so na ba ma se su ni mo toilet krom ha sei kro ka ka nyina toilet ane afan ya wo hoyin ma ne me nyina ne toilet ba ko so me koto ya na so ba koto me nchen adan nchen na sa e ta me ne ko sa toilet ko no
de je se me ko toilet so me so afo so de me eba sa me so menya dai o se me so tranchen na me so mennie na me kokko tonje ono nu afu sa ade ma ba ton so me so menya dai me ba so ton se ba ko pe mi nyina mi ni ngum ho mi tumi ni ngum sa o kokko to so ba no esinchen so ko te sa brim tua so ani
na se eduru bebe e me ma no mo hyeda e na mo hu se ma na kwa na mo koso bia na
dabi ebu ha o enza to tele se to de bia e kef du bu kef na o ba ni so na to o so to te de Obi a toilet de what the end na wa de cost na say toilet na do toilet de me kwa kwa ne ya kef toilet de ye si bia ye bu de kef ne atare nchen sei ndu bu kef na oba de sisi we
na so mo kre ma ne ha mo
e ma ne ha ye what is your toilet so si ye ba ko pe e fa ne nkwankwa ne o ba ko no oba si so no me si so what is ndi toilet de enwum nkwa de enyina enwum nya ne abom Comme je bésier. Abana ntima besi bia ma enu manisa.
I know about that Costa. When I'm in America, I listen to Unity Radio.
Yatin can say, Osumpaye in a Juma, Yanyan Tiesi Comedy, Baby Unity Radio, Yanni Demuno, Worcester Bontenso, Obieti, Unity Radio. Empanifo Kaya Wamwo, Sa Abwa and Wa, Wahanu Husu ya, your friend Wotope. No credo, no wa opoku jemfi. What be a jumem when ye ababe otope?
Asam paetia. Obayan saposo wo bunye wan kana asam. Te mafu to sam kakre wa supreme. Yo kofi, oh my ya woman. Oh man ya mama. Eni baby ako wacha ya wareni Onsom wanini pa Nasadi pa wofioye Yamo yembera ye Ebe ya ifuyena Amae ya umano Amae ya
Unity Radio. You know, we know radio. Unity Radio. One heart. You are listening to Unity 103.9 FM, where we make you feel good and never alone.
Thank God it's Friday. It's exactly 10:30 a.m. American Eastern Standard Time, 2:30 in Ghana, possibly 3:30 in the United Kingdom, and maybe 4:30 in Germany. Ken Fredericks. And now, if you are Friday, every Friday is freestyle. And now, you say, and nobody didn't come more after Ghana. And now, I did about quite basically on today's show, Ghana, Mrasha Bedjafo, Omu Rose, any Musika Sem. Said ye, Ebinumu cancer as a Ghana, Yamano, I say, so when we are politics in moi, there is no way. So be ye, so be ye. And ama mabunu and everybody is getting into politics. But is that the way to go? We will be looking at a certain document that is out. Actually, Ghana Mrasha for Sika Omu Eje. Bosumi Bia. In fact, and Sam George Krama who says Sikana about people, it's even more than that. But he is also telling his side of the story. Say there are so many deductions must go through. Yabeshani ina ene na yedi munkomo Otumfuo say to His Royal Majesty Asantehene ene wase wakasa diafa galamsey ekoso ho. Now Otumfuo exposes Jinapor Osei Mensah for trying to be diplomatic about galamsey. Yabedu munkomo sanso ena ora Kennedy okopre kwa Japan. Kennedy Japan has been in the news all week. Now, and then on TV3 journalist B. Ibrahim TV3 journalist B. Na Ediabo and Inin Sabaka said Canada Japan appraise Ibrahim Mahama. Say what be sa Jata cement factory no. On tape. I can say na Japade ni dan OC ni project nyina no say obe use Jata cement. Now man for descending on Canada Japan say wo kroya and another person yedi papa ko behind bars neba ne saying yebedi mu nkomo why he has descended heavily on the TV3 journalist. Now, I know that chance wa enra asamba kwa na ese in relation to MPC ka omoji Ghana allowances ni hu ni oma bebre no. Owura ba ko wo krom ha ono ye former presidential hopeful e wo NPP mo owura Ata Kennedy doctor say Ghana said ye omusi emma amanyofo sika no. Enye sa na te wa America krodium ha na ordinary dey emfato no say I earn more as a physician in the US than a senator. Yebedi mu nkomo ne ahwe say Ghana professionals omo osua nguma medical doctors ne ade sika omoji enyejiso ese so munyan benefit is that equal to the sitting parliamentarian in Ghana comparatively what about America ha sanete yebehwe eno da nchen so a na nado dan Akufo-Addo letter enhemfo aka bibia kire no omse na nado Pempe was in the pain. After catch us say we are losing confidence in you. GDA mapani wo mu se say the etiti ayira ekobani saying yebedi mu nkomo sanso na Minister for Information Communication or reference Agyapong kroma ba bonten say aban at distance no ho de free sa fix yourself campaign no or say aban na me manager agwaba Akwaba
yenya
abom design
boko 7 eno ade na there's a good
make kind of story no na me share amount for comment ni bi mu se hwe mo ka se ejimi mo ye korokode john mo ma mo communicators e betwa boy wi a mo se enye official infi aban ho na eba Agyapong kroma sama waka no na ene ye behwe na edi mu nkomo ya no da nchen so a Dr. Bawumia or reference Joseph Yamin. So okay, Yamin.
Yeah, very well.
I see Bawumia nti practical economics as it. I see Bawumia, Dr. Bawumia onti practical economics as it. Okay, so okay, kind of books we go.
Yes.
No way.
Exactly. I agree. I think that statistics 101 is very good at it. Me and Tama more techno. Say bad statistics here because GDP and inflation has gone down and our gross waning in an okay can be a nipa kokrom top 2 cities and not on 5 cities. Ni paying cost. That is the basic economics that we can know. I agree. But we had a Buama yenje is a country like Zimbabwe. Sika semni adi we maintain status quo. Say 1 year that kind of economics in 1 year bufum. You need that in-depth micro analysis, microeconomics. But it does not reflect in the life of the ordinary Ghanaian. And it's becoming dangerous that people are worried and people are not getting jobs. But Bawumia always will give you 100 reasons why Ghana is in a better state now. Some of us get worried. Because last time I was reading.
Why do you get worried?
Because he doesn't understand the basic ethics. Say, woman is 70 reasons why.
Do you say he doesn't understand or he just doesn't want to
But my own lofty standards, because I'm a street person. I'm talking about streetisms because
my question is
Monsieur on Tiasia,
on Tiasia, and I say, Washada no on Tiasia. I don't understand when you say he doesn't understand.
Washada, I my journalism life there will be Ashada, and I can't measure.
No, he's refusing.
To refusing in the measurement here, because you need to work in the shadow or know something. Why can't I say why? But maybe the NSA, this is what we complain about. That Miminia. All this economics and everything, statistics, it should help us alleviate, ameliorate, give us an improved life. But still, we are rather it's getting bad over the moment because, and not because there's a change in government, but because our numbers are improving. The Miami nuclear family here examples. You see, my mom and dad, out of them, they created about 20 lives to fill the same Ghana. Time you have 4 million, as you say, you have around 30 million. So if you don't do sustainability, catering for the needs of the people today without compromising those in the future, then you'll be hit with some of this storm. America's on here. He told me about 300 million. If they don't plan, the next 20 years, America will be doubled and maybe around 450, 500 million. And they expect the system to even be better because of economics. You have to call in first and walk out Ghana to America. It's off a ship. Would be 3 weeks and a 1 month was so. And in less than 13 hours, you will be in New York. It tells you that the world is improving. A time will come near Concord.
Now, that's our world. Time our president, vice president, or tier.
Yeah, so if it's getting bad in Africa, we get worried. Says you are hiring. You're patch on po. And I'm meeting Lobby Cry from so baby and 13 and I'm 17 Nipa. I said COVID and people don't want to work, so they are just giving the money. They are bailing out, they are begging people to work.
Where's a man for no compa?
Say
a man from Bezon Bay man.
No, we say COVID so bad, even also are protecting themselves. They have a right to. When you be risking a life going to do a job by more of contacting people. Or more doing some and bearman, some have died. Me for baby near homeless for honum. They were very many and a few. And I'm so being on the COVID. So virtually you can't risk your life. Obin so and family and for one, Miss Mindy drew into your 2 to another question. Obin so were did to draw. Your 2 are not the budget. It doesn't make you wiser than me. So I'd respect people who hide. Yes, an inquisitive monkey receive bullets at his forehead. Monkey or not peck or peck conconsano. You're 2 to another than forehead. Who say you're born 2 on the forehead or pass them. By the 2 they are not trying or Johnny a bonnet 2. Into that one, you can understand that the person was trying to run. So I'm not saying that if you run, it is bad. But facing the bullet. But Bawumia kind of statistics, I get worried personally. No, because Bawumia has given Biacho 70 reasons why he feels Ghana is better when they took over. But the people too are saying that before Bia Ghana and then I'm Neneka. So you see, I love to do that practical way. No? Say I listen wide and I get to practical. How is it going? How is the life situation? How is this in terms of jobs? Say. And the more you hear, the more you get afraid for the country. A few are doing well. I wouldn't say to Ghana, they are better off than millions of people in America. No two ways about that. Because a system, I say, but once you man so much, you stay down there. But the point is, a lot of people are not getting chance to hold the rope. Because we are school now after 4 or 5 years, so near Juma to start earning 1,000 or 1,200 Ghana cedis a month. How does that person survive? Rent as someone make it is huge. I have friends telling me that they don't know how to even rent. Or the 800, a damn baby say, I see on no less than 5,000 for a year. And the 800, is it not the duty of Chroma saying government finds a way to help subsidize rents for people? That is what we are talking about. The basic needs, the woman here, you with duty, your core duty as a government, it will always improve the people. People don't worry about you could be so because where is number 10 Downing Street. He doesn't know and he doesn't want to know because at the end of the day he stays in Milton Keynes. He's able to get a passport, he's able to get internet, he's able to get water to bath. Why will he worry about who is ruling UK? Why should he worry about those things? But Ghana, we make it our fulcrum, our center stage, because at the end of the day these basic needs and tenets are not being met. Then you get worried that budget said the so I'm happy about your last statement. That we share what we spend on an average MP every month, multiply by 275 by number of ministers plus the president and CEOs. We spend most of our money doing frivolous things. People who are not selfless, and can say those positions should be too much. If you decide to go into politics or leadership, then it's as good as okay. I feel I'm made. Now my actualization is to lead my people to also get life better. But then they not quite avenue to enrich oneself. Nipa do one man within a space of 2-3 years. Now mansions will be able to graphic mannequin kind. No one will be trapped. V8 at Chewa, Mawa, in Russia, Alaska Crown Fan, or Crown Cramba, then people get worried that is this the channel, is this what all politics is about in Africa? Dear young Yansa Yanko Tesco, Yanko Tain, back at KNUS, and we made mistakes. Because the way we put the same cassation, Yamina, who one way didn't say the other Bianca Manchu by now. Is that what should be the reason people should have regrets because they did not do partisan politics in Ghana? But it should have been rather been a selfless way. Say, oh, Manichu Ominim no Sakwano is saying no. Even the name, the good name will be enough. But here, the people are not going for the good name. They are rather going to enrich, amass unaccounted for wealth. Drains na yekam. You be any budget. Next Auditor General. This money have gone waste. And Kenka said this money was meant for V8. It has been used for saloon cars. It might not be good for the purpose, but at least there was a swank. But when they see sometimes he can't account for it, and they are in billions. What the bad dollars are? They laugh at us. That's and some of us we know how those monies are spent. You get to a pub on a weekend like this, TGIF. You will sit and buy a moe for 800 Ghana cedis and sit and drink with friends and dance. I'm not saying it's not good, but the idea is that let our conscience also work. That's why I'm not against fix yourself. But the truth is that when the system is fixed, I trust my Ghanaians. They will fix themselves. Because same Ghana ni biamba ya chen so akwadun so kwan. It's once in every 1 million. It's about. But because the system fixes head, when you say this one can be charged for misdemeanor, and it's one grave offense. Why careful? It will be the doom. Yeah, serious quarrel be to show. You training on some of these things. Like BIBBIA over 10 years, I still fight hurting him. Or IT specialist, but because of battering, fellow he needs to be washing dishes. But what the castle to me say way is based on into honest and to say Manucho in all your doings. Make sure you don't hit a woman. Make sure you don't go and steal. You don't pay for pickpockets. You will not pay because you pay. You account for. That shall not be caught. Yanchiwa we are free, but when you are caught, the 11th commandment always holds for you. So maybe they said the system.
I shall not be caught in our
Oh, America 11th commandment. I say do I mean a camera country. UK is full of cameras. You bet you be a camera, but look you can match up. Be a really.
Now them call UK.
Oh, I say I want one chess.
UK year.
2015, 16. Koya my master. So I stayed for virtually almost 2 years. That's why I'm saying this. I say America no be about no yepeda. What you know yet? Maybe and say
hey, be muba be do 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. The way they chini no.
People, oh no, but knowing the system, no, it's not about 1 month, 2 months. I stand to be corrected. But
no, I understand you, but say chini, say no,
say travel and see.
Camera, baby, there you have to travel a lot to
yes.
see. Oh, baby, it could be a.
Well, sometimes you don't even see the camera. Say security. I don't say who display camera there. If you display camera, you have to tell the people because when say meeting with him, now it's a camera, so I can see you. A camera should be displayed.
Everybody knows that.
Oh, if first na mean him say go call my but
oh yeah.
If you do one, I thought about smile. You on camera. Na born go yi. If you do one, mommy, who me fear when him say my catch yourself. More cameras were so one decided say ebia we check a car now church which in there on a camera it is an eyesore for people but when you say camera on my you decide to stay in line be waved in line into maybe the say sana UK TSA but America and there me call Florida near there it will be so red lights me uncle trim no me say why not say I mean yeah what the our problem until there's always 11th commandment in America everybody is okay till it's caught the law captures you then they will start reading your bio your enter judgment day sana be judgment day me jidi say be bio fa na HSC say opo 2003 wo kai time wa sokori man pon na ma wo ye okoje one room bi ho honum the things that you were doing ya to be paid for you now call
yeah but maintain
why you should order we don't can cry why you should order one say order
say no need
one say order
no say no need me person me tia say
you spoil there I mean we bema we Ghana ni
I don't understand
what it one say
be in plain language kasa che me
no me to be kasa in plain language
and then
TGI but
and then maybe some question
oh me bisa oba
comment here
won't you say ho
no
you never sacked or leaked anything
I don't want to understand and then you serious program
wow show
and then
me to ayampia also there be
to say manager and I'm for mistake into we are seriously doing
but that's what I'm telling you
as a comment see
but I'm telling you that in principle that's how they say how you play with life man when you are in trouble maybe they say face the system challenging I'm happy says you see as marks of incompetence. You throw it into the atmosphere. When people start talking, then they will have their PROs. Official mouthpiece, yeah, distance here. That is marks of betrayal. They just say, if you're Schwarzenegger, Mona, or make a fix your attitude and yourself.
If you're Schwarzenegger or MPP communicator.
No, make a now, honorable, honorable Kennedy Japan. If you're Schwarzenegger is very intelligent, my respect him. Waka Chegana was fix the attitude. Oh, my main camera, I'm analyzing.
Yes. We go ahead of the issues because
no, because of when they are not kind of more distance.
Yes, these are the issues for the show today.
So, a synopsis, man, he take I've not made so much.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, Canada, Japan, because
we're respecting.
Minty there on that front. I'll be honest.
You can't.
But I trust you.
Oh, me bacho. Or respect if you're Schwarzenegger.
What happened some few years ago between Efiane and Canada, Japan? What
exactly. Oh no, but so say onimsa and Cornelia, but that fix your attitude yourself now. If you're Schwarzenegger can.
No,
the point is,
it's a positive fight. The point is, fix your attitude. No, say if you're Schwarzenegger.
No, she. No,
I started. Is it not on pre?
No, okay, not who started. I'm telling you, say a running issue. I'm sure say people like if you're Schwarzenegger have joined.
For say,
it's a say smacks of betrayal.
Why is it a betrayal?
Oh, of course.
You can only say
people are fighting for you. People are also saying that it's not about the government. It's about we fixing ourselves. Which is also.
And how is that a betrayal?
And government is saying, hey, Mamo say fix yourselves and attitude. No, yeah, so Mamo, you don't.
No. Meaning so what follow issues now they are not for can say even yesterday some of the stories we did almost say and your man ko you on mine na ye catch mo MPP for say mo fix your mind na mo so mo hit back say fix yourself. And so Kojo Ponkuma is saying say it is a good conversation fix the country which they are rallying but among for say
fix yourself.
The government is fighting back. Fix yourself. Fix yourself.
No.
I'll say any omo.
To associate yourself means that fight you don't. We support good fights, Anna. Don't you support good fights?
What are you talking about?
If the fight is good, don't you support? No, generally, don't you support good fights? So people now can say bribery and corruption should be stemmed out of Ghana.
Say smacks
of betrayal.
I don't understand.
I am telling you smacks of betrayal because I'm a pure member of Fix Your Attitude. I don't think it's the government. Say me tia Manucho. I say media.
No. Yes. Manucho. Who feel say yes. Fix your attitude. Who feels say fix your attitude?
Yes, and the system will fix itself.
And then how does the system fix itself?
No, that's another debate. People can say maybe you don't believe in that.
No, but even if I do,
yes,
who will say fix your attitude? Or say fix the country?
Yes.
And now can say I say I'm not for some fix the country. No, they gave me the country to fix.
Exactly.
Fixing the country means fix the system.
It's more prevalent. No, I'm playing the devil's advocate for you.
Because you say, Kromha, wow, intro now starting.
Maybe you don't listen. Playing devil's advocate. It's not a matter of betraying myself. Make a child say, I feel those people have been betrayed. And just say, me stand so. Maybe child say, I believe in fixing the system. No. I'm a pure member.
Fix your attitude.
No,
and the system will fix itself.
No. You don't. I'm saying, I believe in fixing the system because Ghanaians, but I'm fix your more. I'm analyzing. My can we listen for a minute. Let me say. But on the flip side, people like Kennedy Japan who fix your attitude because they believe that is a way. No, the government comes to dissociate itself.
I know that by Ukraine started. I know
but they who started. I don't even worry about who started.
If you look at,
I worry about who I've heard supporting.
If you look at the Peace FM article, they brought back the.
So I'm not saying. I'm not saying may betray because I've told you from day one. My analysis in here say wherever I've been, the system first because Ghanaians I know.
Say betrayer.
No, because I'm doing analysis and about
analysis brings understanding.
No, analysis I make sure say, but we so canon. I think it's a will be too early. They could have really held on to this because there's a school of thought also fighting strongly for the government side that you know what, it's not about bad leadership. It's about the people being born bad. You don't get it,
Manager. No. I don't even want to agree. I don't want to get it on
then
that.
I can analyze.
I'm analyzing. Now they don't come some no yarding.
Me for me yarding. That's the beauty. But yeah, and my chairman stand there, and I'm telling you that I
don't agree with you. That's what I said.
The jury is out there.
That's my point. I don't understand with you. I don't agree with you because this is the government. On one who say Ejuma Oya and yet And so any, I mean, if you ask Nanado, or no him say, the Ghana for sure said Nanado, you know about the and yes, MPP Fuankasa are crying. It's not even now NDC. Go to Larteh, maybe I'm a Larteh Chiefs, Ghana political history, and who they vote for.
Yeah. I know they
are still if the Chiefs are saying it's still raging, they almost more lose confidence in Nanado. Nanado is not performing. Everybody knows this is not a secret. Then PP government, it is.
I've always told you I'm like the Catholic Church.
If you tell us, say, fix yourself. Nanka kojo pon kroma ene. Otumi be jina ho be kan sampa. Aban no so na e ka say fix yourself. Ka be total failure.
Because the thing is, fix yourself.
Oh, now so be true.
I'm not. No, not betrayal. People so be so agent the buy no. And that is a slogan that has come out. Yeah. But the government is saying, well, we have nothing to do. Any this attitude nearby. If yes, your attitude to fix that is also another we make us a cup of tea or another day's issue. So more is saying to shut up. Huh? Those saying that
no, they are not saying shut up, but they are
shut up.
They are equally saying
so shut up.
Oh, shut up, sir.
What can
fix the country near somebody's call?
Yes.
And she fix your attitude is another person's call.
Exactly. So fix
but
yourself.
It's not the government's call.
Yes, shut up.
They are not saying it's a bad call, but they are also saying
they are
only
two sides of a coin. It's either the head or the tail. The edge will never stand. The chairperson, we are very, very shaky when it has just to do with the side. But I agree in principle when he comes out to say that. And I'm just saying, for me, I sit back and look into those faces of those. So, hey, the government is okay. Attitude, they should start drinking water. Because even the government does not support that call. That clarion call from you, that the attitude, which me, I sit on both sides of the story. Because I believe people too should fix themselves. Because even I work sometimes people talk say
okay, my seasonal journalist, my big brother.
Yes.
Kusi crimes I'm a channel to my small brother. Osei Mensah Capito, formerly of Atom FM, now of High Life Radio in Virginia. I join in over the phone. Kusi upon design. Virginia Boko there.
Virginia Boko, I'm going to Jersey.
Ubeba Worcester enche until get ready, maybe possibly in July.
Hey,
I'm here or July until you might be by next week or the over 20 Ubeba.
But
na any can miss us a Busiane Busiano to say no first, family first.
Yeah,
the radio say. What's your professor Kikabicha Manucho Kwanda for my Kikabicha Mamma?
Manucho, all Casaning in my dean, Amicia, can watch the canoe, or can watch the Babatana and what that. The point is, you see, government, and what's in the bed. And or my move for Nancasa say, you won't say, or my eye, yet Timono, your person will need. And every Moses also supported to be supporting the government. Ever volunteer or more rebatted the way more or for an acre. And see, because fix yourself, fix your attitude now, or what that year or more ever. The heat was too much for the government. And if the Manusha will be honest to himself, that fix your attitude now. I'll end to fix yourself, no.
No.
There's no way it's going to be able to beat it. As a smart government, what you have to do is to come out and then take a stand. Say, we support it or more about it because it came across the government, fight it back.
Yeah.
Which wasn't smart on that for any government to do. The best way they will do is to come and say, but indeed, a fire. Maybe I think you have to know ever overshadow. Fix yourself now. Definitely, I think the government will stand by them. So it is just smart. It's not a matter of betrayal. It's a matter of being smart to take advantage of situations and then run away with it because Abano Mubu. At the end of the day, so when you be not affect your man, they may lose elections.
Yeah.
Which and no movement. They just are doing politics, and that is normal. We wouldn't say a betrayal or they betrayed anybody. But on the other side, I'm glad it's all kind of that the position of fix your attitude. No. a long conversation. I'm over later. But I want to put it to you. If systems are fixed, if a checking nipa are fixed, there's no way people's attitude will not change.
Yeah.
Also, I can't say nipa woni phone yana. Manuso, cars na na woni bank is gonna mimi nya be ma wo but because you bet in India. It's not because cameras go out, so if you are putting in systems that attitude, that is where you are building you are fixing the country. But you don't tell me that maybe fixing the attitude. How on earth do you expect everybody to fix the attitude before you fix the country? It's never going to happen. Then you go on to Yamin say, you probably born it. And it's already checked by or the Bible about or the way about when you were so when you were or the check here so that we don't go wayward.
Yeah.
That is what we are talking about. If you are fixing the system of Ghana, fix the system, the attitude of the people will change, and then you eventually fix your country. That's the bottom line. One thing that tells me fixing the attitude, not the other way. How are we going to live?
But Kofi say attitude no cry or kasi fix the attitude, you know. Said okay, checks and balances and comes from the government.
Exactly.
So me fixing me attitude. Me too mura go abonten a krom ha police becho ye be ma o ticket. But Ghana uko speed, uka akra insurance ni ho, udi boni a police ni che police ti mi chew. Na waka akere wo say me de uko court a ye be gi say ntima me say na me nyaaw.
Ntima me say, yes. Ono abe ready akere wo. Awo wo say okay, who option? The option now one say ne obe wo dey kan me man no akọ obe ni. No adwen ho. But is that a year now you see or my a problem?
No.
When these policemen are caught, what do they do to them? When an employee police is one, when an officer ever police is one, when a person who serves as who pays them? It is the same government. It is a who obey you must who is sending for attitude now. How do you put in place a new amount of attitude? Because if you say, oh, be a bunny.
Yeah.
There's no way over that say, wherever they go, with your beer, papa.
Yeah.
There police point here. So, yeah. And then there is some row because of the other and Yamato say, yeah, punish you. Oh, I am punish you, and that is why we are where we are. It is not about fixing our attitude. It's about building a system and then making sure that so that they will learn next time and they won't do it. Come on, speed near 2. You must take it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, we show us El Coso. You understand what I mean? If you don't say you're punishing in that way, why can't I change your attitude?
Yeah.
The system has changed you. Why won't change you? System will not change you.
I change you, yeah.
No, I'm not saying.
Okay, minim jaso Manu Jose
oh yeah, Medasi. I mean, when you get a senior seasoned journalist, to listen to you, a show that you are on and sharing your thoughts, it makes it beautiful, and so I'm very grateful to him. I mean, but I'm happy he corroborated my first one. So I say, government took advantage. He said, yeah, and fa. But who said the heat is getting too much, then smartly he's come to throw those who are saying fix your attitude under the bus.
I know na make us under the bus.
You can't put it at the doorstep of the government because they didn't initiate.
But they could have taken it.
Will be a fan of the party and after the government. So I know also okay, may the support the government. It doesn't mean so officially government not and say co defend them.
But say
yeah.
You didn't do the right thing.
No, not necessarily. But
you are rushing it.
Fix your attitude thing. No, it's still on. People are still trending it. But they're kusika.
No, they've been kept.
Which I was
by this statement, they've been kept because government doesn't even support that noise from you.
Nasa fix the country. No, abang enyane de, but abba. Equally the citizenry also and yeah there but fix your attitude has also come and yes you cry it might change 1 or 2 people.
So you think you can still sit and say fix your attitude now?
No, but
Clarion call has been kept, nipped in the bud.
No, earlier on, the perception was that it's coming from the government because I'm not on prene started.
Oh yes.
And or the Jimmy Kra title.
Exactly.
So and then other people also picked it on.
The Jimmy was the issue, but the truth, everything he wrote there was the Ghanaian attitude.
But listen to Kusi analysis, I know, which I was on the same place. Ukra Ushasi and Sana Ukos America Hano. Obiaba how and Yakwadro. Because the system will change you.
Yes.
So into the say Abino, ya 2 million amount. Also last week now we're talking about a country a country Oye Bonia consequence be anyhow.
Yes.
Even at the galamsey issue.
Yeah.
And Rana Kwakuba kumbi by me. Abai one also BCU.
Yes, yes.
And now Dr.
Frempong.
And now the show Musa say mun combat galamsey. And mu cross easy excavators makumako 500.
Yes.
Na excavators naira. Ayiro ama yati said Frempong Boate ni BCU on tape omo ka say yeton ye because party here ska.
Yes, we will see echo
we see. Yeah.
This is on tape and now expose.
This tape comes out. Now,
these people are still in government.
They are still in government. Abaya Kataso. Yeah, Abaya Kataso. No appeal was in chain. No asako for another tax.
Is that fixing attitude?
Yeah. Now Abaya Sakusi. Now Abaya Cross Akotia. Wakum sa tax force. No asako tifufro. No akwati fufro say afedi e monhye excavators. And then ye bisom say other excavators. Bi Osei Mensah krom kwan betimi di ama fida road so mo di adwiso amom say ye entire road no anamo hyehye no omo see because ye di kan kwagigi bi no amanfo ayeden atowadi.
So we don't trust anybody in the system.
How do you come back and tell me upon national assembly fix me attitude? Abra ban kra we tum krofo so mo nkoye adwuma. Now omo wi ade a wawate all over Ghana. Now enunti wasate another committee say first committee no ekowi anemanti we di amon hyehye no. Now you come back and tell me to fix my attitude.
Your attitude needs to be fixed, but it's not a priority. But fix your attitude should not be thrown.
Which is why the government is now distancing itself because morally, just like your words, you tell you morally, you're not justified because of the catchers and fix your
attitude. So yes, smart. Like we said, government is smart.
Yeah, Abayna who was Shamrana. As I say, who did Intina Kwakuba Kwanro say the government is being a violation on itself because on no animal was
I agree.
How do you tell the people to fix themselves?
Yes. No, but you have to fix yourself by your priority. Yes, that's what I said. Yeah, I'm almost started to Clarion call, but that is the truth. That fix Ghana need the enemy choice. It was say, who call a Krobia Omoya light and not Choma, they are because you don't know how they will react to it. But average Ghanaian, Otukwa and Pet, is able to adapt within a day. That is why I feel that the government better take his IQ and say, Massa, system necessary. Actually, within 1 year, every Ghanaian will be whipped in line.
Yeah,
I agree to that very well.
That's the whole point.
But face attitude bad. No one can say, hey, we don't agree. But take advantage of it.
On said there be a make catch say adeɛ kakra nyankopɔn adomama usua psychology enipa bia ya kwadworo enipa bia ya pesa menkumnya enipa bia pe freedom enipa bia me ne unyina human nature
but say it a sense of responsibility beyond the laws you need to
o hihye mra eputu enipa nchehwe krom ha wo kan krom ha cry can tell you say boni kra ha chen Ghana even systems are systems are systems in take care of you hwe full stamp cra the way amanfo abuse no but the system will gradually but kakra grow
there's no redemption
and that is how the system works until now we can be say and chill there
okay of course
no you when as a penny as be where from as we kakra by betcho
but Ghana reasons why you did
can a whole government put tax force together go and do this. No more na excavators or more na hira.
Now on tape a team came to overpower their team and it was Joy FM did that report and as a government into here.
That is the point.
Kojo Bankroma, you've not seen it. This is my hating government I'm hating deciding to pick and choose.
Me say we after now I saw na ayike. Soldier now soldiers omo ko overpower.
Nothing.
We don't punish in the country.
The president is weak. We have a weak presidency. I mean, that is where we should take the fight to. Say maybe saying he's corrupt will be pushing the higher button which you can't prove. But what have happened, even a toddler in Ghana should know that there should be punishment for sins. Now we are going to say, I mean, you may new evidence. May you say, me more evidence. I mean, it's a failed
evidence. Crowd, I'm in pessimistic.
Oh, that's what he said. He said.
No, sir.
I know insurance.
Yeah,
we are insurance. Insurance. We are insurance for a whole year. What you have to do
yes.
And no.
Yes.
Insurance, no.
And yet, you might.
Formality. What is the point?
Yes.
Yes. 1 year in a bro.
Yes.
Like, is it that the government doesn't care about the people, or the people don't care about themselves? Which is which? I don't even understand.
I'm happy you. The second, they are both true.
I don't get it. What be accident? Yet on your as you can't know insurance. It is because we are not fixing a bit in your woman nipper and younger also. So we are being your pet. Or the Obi can't go and one or for baby, and I saw Bayamo, and I saw it in a summer for baby. That's it. How do we live in a country like this? Hey, sorry. Oh.
Sticker no come on Bemobi now and cost system. Obaka just say make me just a sticker for half the price. It is because at the end of the day, problem no bani a computer and with a name. But the person who very good sticker on the account say best by this time. Improvement kakra ban say you could wait my check insurance. We borrow number no to network be and wait to me a check. But at least still it is not enough. You see this clown corner, I am a manager. Senior journalist. So now say I've given up in Ghana, but I think for this last few weeks, I'm getting that renewed confidence because it's getting worse, and I think everybody's talking. Everybody's talking to the sense that
you see, show it's a central system. Okay, who's the Ghana? No, yeah, practice centralized government.
Yeah.
Okay, now if say a building. Ghana here. They started this national registration.
Yes,
and
yes.
Then
ID card.
they started doing this in
That's the question.
What is the plan for that?
ID card.
Because if you want to register people, government will register people and build a database, a system, capture or my because Nipa register more Ghana.
yes.
How is that in the system even working?
Even outside
the system and they are operating. You understand my point? Even after now, the who compare that set when the 53 years, who compare that certificate,
yes.
How is that possible? How? You should issue a birth certificate to the person.
Yes.
So many Como has offered a passport to Como. Who do how many days? For her lie, for her lie. Who offices 15 and some work on one passport, just one passport as a citizen of the country.
Yeah.
Uchiaha.
That is what they pray for.
Sometimes frustrating because he lie.
Yes.
Just because almost a passport. No, I'm a kind of first passport.
Yeah, I know you're Ashanti Regional a boss of a Ghana Immigration Service, yeah.
So you needed a connection to get a passport. This is special office.
You need a connection.
Yeah.
And when your passport.
Yeah, no the car. Say Ukusin in Kuala and Biswa. Ebedi ye na mono pentem on be charge.
Yes.
But luckily na veja radio you may near ye.
Yes.
And then I got to know or pay program pa. So he meaning how he even got my number.
Yes.
And then I became his friend.
Yes.
Ntikusi ba and na medneko on there papa no na miss me passport man.
Exactly.
I know ye kusi.
But
no your original boss.
Yes.
What the call ya no I no quick no I no protocol. Quick no mas and
yeah. Now by 1 week now.
Yeah, we are 1 week.
1 week now. How should the country be like this? A right. You're right. And you send back on the BCB.
This is our centralized system. If I call by who find the deal, Kunyan number, one social security card. You have the person already.
Yes.
It's the yes, pay now. We are sign what could
exactly. Just even look at the system, how the system is working. Also, Nana Dubai, decentralization. He went to the point of saying, "Say this is for Kromaya to Swaba." So. Na me so just last week ya say the same politicians the catch as a massa ye wo mo finance party no nti ka se ekoto aba DC for no beba no and champion omo finance your party no emfa project momo and what is sadia no what in can be say Ghana this is here to about what be is dead on arrival.
8 years on yet
dead on arrival.
Yeah. So this fight
how to Worcester now per passport uko post office.
Yes.
Unko another town. Leicester ni Oma Worcester. Springfield ni Omaha. Northborough ni Omaha. Leominster ni Omaha. Marlborough. Obia Chrome. The ope bi obenya bi ho.
Oba ni kramba.
Obia Chrome. The ope bi obenya bi ho. But Ghana na Kumasi cry. Kumasi no cry. Is the second city in Ghana.
Largest city.
Just a whoop. Just offer Kumasi bank cry.
So
just offer Kumasi bank cry.
Regents ya teacher me system. There was the use. Yeah, more regents.
Signature cry is the digital signature ba. It's just the passport no eko enkran obi akosign ya sa dia fi wa bank e dia kosuyan e dia ko ego so e dia ko adan ni
Bibiani over 12 a whole day. You see, because nipa quality Accra person the most powerful. It's bibia for the military government or my power ni business kana ko baby. It's every passport sign no obenya na dia kakra wo ho. Mansions taking some of these slave queens out, you begin to marvel that Ben a baby. So this face the country there. I believe if this thing does not shake the foundations, then we are doomed. And I'm happy to say what as smally maybe they wanted to play with me advocacy, but at the end of the day, the face the country has won. For them to come and say, you know what, we are part of the country, all Ghanaians. We should have a sense of responsibility, but the biggest onus lies on the government. Say this one day, and I'm hoping that it should not be the regular talk shop. There should be practical ways. Say, this institution, Ghanaians and Baby, they are dance here. We are all adverts. We are all destroyers too. In convoke institutions, we start to get better. Or what DVLA, child mekan me kwa ni amami road waiting. We say me kwa ni yansa maba. People will start telling the good story. But as it stands now, no nipa no nya. Where I agree that is the system. Because nipa there, easy way. We've all done it. Police are chill on the highway to Kumasi. I was say on me court when I can call DSP.
Because you think say Kromha said the system allows to say police chill na timi pe bibi man no jawa and go bi anye. But you can't even do that. Yawo opening ba ko bi Kromha. Obi driving school on. Ana ordin nkro for a court test, driving test. And the examiner na odi omukoye no ne nkwala no omo ya de ti omu nyina passe omu wie driving na okosi omu RMV omu echo inside akwaje omu onzo wie a odi ticket ne call back na ya process your license and then you pay the necessary fees omu kodu RMV ho no ena a driving school na no odi onkwala no koye no
yes
he felt so appreciated say na ni age ena o ma police ni no uti $100 my police needs a on fan call lunch.
Yeah, that was hello.
That was you almost there. The Ghanaian on says my agent.
That's what we are brought up in. I mean appreciation.
$100 my papa no police needs on fan call lunch. Oko ya no or the call report no.
Yeah.
The next your general license revoke in driving school.
Wow.
See, so on say attitude na ye cano. The NTM fan say you have the intention to bribe. Yes. Say bribe no a nipa mienu.
Yeah, give and receiver.
Give and receiver. Inti the odi man no a professional banye juma ye ni say men say system na.
Exactly.
The corruption will stop.
Where they give a tip, they will specify.
But the nipa the old nipa free or the dombeka.
Exactly.
It all goes back to the government.
Yes.
To fix the system, make the systems work.
I agree.
Pay police for you. No munya isika ni na kogu parliamentarians bottom. And with that said, Kusi, my mimisa will take on this one. This is CNN for the BBC. Report to be on here. CNN, BBC, ni Al Jazeera, and England Daily Mail the Daily Mail, any Sun, Edibai. Now, these are what they say. See basic salary of Ghana parliamentarian. Even say Akra Kosro, because Kasano Sam George say almost 29,000 Ghana.
Yes,
but yet now about 11 or say 11. Okay. But Hano BBC for say 15,000
basically.
And basic, see basic salary 15,000. Duty allowance 50% of basic salary. It's only Ghana 7,500.
Yes. Special
allowance 30% of basic salary 4,500. Entertainment allowance entertainment kwesitio entertainment allowance 35% of basic salary 5,250. Wardrobe allowance.
Yes.
Wardrobe allowance. And no the MPs number abonti amunka no mabe come salary.
Yes.
Ne de atete.
Yes.
Enti Michelle Dama a parliamentary correspondent. Akole say onim Emmanuel Akole of Peace FM ni UTV.
Yes.
Ono na o report me ten na Michelle da send ade man say onkono so digi down what asma kan was it nobody in parliament will speak or provide information on the issue you are asking about. The MPs will not even talk about it. And Ramika said, they won't. But this is a report from BBC, CNN, Al Jazeera. So we see all drop allowance 10% of basic salary in TMP Biaji 1,500 for Ntadie.
Every month.
180 every month.
Yes.
180 gallons of fuel per month. Which a target of 4,500.
They don't pay for it. So they don't even know the prevailing
finished
rate.
Accommodation, one chauffeur then.
One chauffeur. Driver, one driver.
1,000 Ghana. One cook, 1,000 Ghana. One garden boy, 800 Ghana.
800.
Police escort. Police escort, security, 1,500. The total near 42,550
spent on every MP.
Every
4 weeks.
And the report says plus one V8 Land Cruiser.
Yes.
And I know there's some fans say because we give them loan and they pay back.
Yeah, they pay back.
Yeah. And you know they
one saloon car, one V8, one saloon.
Yeah, 83,000.
Exactly.
I mean, exactly. You are so paying for the car.
Now, after 4 years, and so your budget is gracia. Now, I saw Kobium. Then the same person we need to start a whole process.
And no at Kennedy tis our story winner Enra Okasa say I earn more as a physician in the US than a senator.
Yes.
Dr. Kennedy.
Yes. Essential services.
Also no doctor no.
Yes.
Onyesika chan Mitch McConnell.
Yes.
Any Elizabeth Warren. Any Juan how much did Joe Manchin.
Yes.
Majority leaders is here friend saying.
Obano.
No Berman says he say Omunyina. Chuck Schumer, yeah.
Yes.
Omunyina.
Yes.
At Kennedy, etis house story. Was he a bad day? And na Ghana, Obian Peso
aspire to be there. Everybody, I'll give 25 in part. If I become an MP, I think my promise doom. Na kanya na aju. Na sembi na sem. That's what we do.
Quick take on that one.
The politician is always trying to be the richest because on the control resources, and that's the major problem. Among for when it comes to this fix the country issue.
Yeah.
Because your resources in the amount when I'm controlling a resource in a some of them building on my money. Yeah, it's like your resources now but we don't have it. That's why we entrusted you into our resources. When you see the year, because when I'm Muslim with me, may the more not the one among yourselves, no. Just because you want to be able to control us every time. And that is the mind of the politician. So when you are not all empower, the next day you will even give up a vote to him. If you are of a son also. Now another be our no throw at the animal now do also. That is how they want to treat us every time. It is like a case. So we keep Ghana and one. I don't think that MPC is going with you. But more than that was that's a yemoto.
But they come out. They will come out. Yeah, they will come out and only tell you about Omu basic salary. They won't tell you about the other things that are hidden. Now we cry on committee sittings. You cry me. Yes, you say about.
I don't want to think it's a more here and there. That's on free. We are making all these things that you almost can't say. It's at the end of the day. The only salary, the basic salary, on touch it. They don't even touch it. Because allowance is going now, crying enough. You see, I know that most of them almost fear that they have everything okay.
Yeah.
But they will still take a rent allowance, all those allowances.
Cook allowance. Cook allowance. Hey. Edo.
Hey.
Garden boy, cry my garden boy is 800. Now my question is, so if we are giving them all these allowances on top of their salary, almost salary no more fanya then because obia obia ka ema udi daily expenses of daily living.
no I'm saying kaye na ye ka say mu be serve what you say we serve mu be serve
yes
nti no mu de mo ba ahobratie mu to aba maye ye ba be ka mu tuka ye ba be ye okay mu ba mo ye nyiska allow am to sa ya mo bobo so mu fa no amaye ba mo maye salary ya e ka mi de kenye that's kaya ye to mo da bia mo su bia e ye mo basic salary no ye fa you be let's invest into the country. Yes. Country. This is how we should work. Now what did you wait now? What have a basic salary account? Agyapong. What just got a account mining?
When I know Mojino Musajin a double account, no, double salary. Yes.
Or Jimmy is a GMP.
Now,
two different accounts.
Now, the team Russia, but you feel no, or Shamrano, or double salary. A better work of corruption.
Exactly. How can you do that? What do you minister? What they might be a GN Bank, not where am I Unibank. Now what so you consciously knew what you were doing. When in past it's an irregularity, but why?
Yeah.
No, I
Kusi Mensah Capito, Kusi Adasi Piyam.
Magra Binya.
Magra Yeah, man, to Gaba, I didn't come out actually. Kusi Mensah Capito, one of the renowned and seasonal journalists back home in Ghana.
Yes.
Kusi de Otise Minua, my brother. Jumano free Ghana. Salas me my bio.
Exactly.
Because from Met FM.
Yes.
And I'm in the bar solid. And then from solid boom Adom and then from Adom to American High Life Radio.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. We hope to see him in July. Serious
radio. Starting to Quantimamini.
Yes.
Paul Dilali Disoso.
Okay.
NPP NDC Secretary Massachusetts. Paul say, so others are allowed to join on phone any time of the show, but others are asked to call only during the call-in time. Asempa. And then Deputy Secretary.
Eric
Kwacho Hene,
my manager,
who is also a communications team member.
Exactly.
As Abeka said, in the eyes of let's put on record, say,
yes.
Paul, party secretary.
Yeah.
Eric, party deputy secretary and communications member. Kusi Mensah, journalist.
First the country crusader.
Journalist.
Yes.
In century ni.
Yes.
And this Ausha in century ni dear. So Hakranka Otiakunya Zubi.
Yes.
And any issue no. Yakacham say Sati on say Yana me balance.
Yes.
Saturday no. Beye. Etiano no dear bar. NPP 40 ya na NDC 40 ya na mo amoto to bomo na the balance abel enti Paul nya unze Louis Amwakonso obeka ya the last week ni na ofre MPP Piaro and also he calls into the show because of frame say opeso obaso a nya dia mema na yede
aba it's a general issues why not it's a family radio it's a community radio
na me pese ya balance because minimum
yes
Paul and Louis ni na minimum
I agree but they are more than willing at the point in time
no anytime they want to come so they are more than welcome
yes they should be given the platform I believe in he who wants it should be given not he away but at the end Fred the other side too but you design a better program so they can have about 2-3 hours to digest the issues. I mean, the pertinent ones. They on it that to be more interesting to the issues of the week on a Saturday 2-hour program. The almost side. Maybe they are with the parties, so they have inside information. We only hold on to what people tell us and what you read. It will not be a bad one. I would love to listen to them too. Especially Paul and Eric.
Unity Radio 103.9. Abusia, keep sending your messages. We'll be reading them. Yeah, that's like I say, Emma. Richway Auto School. Nadaruma, any motivational message, bro. Dan Auto Repairs. Adaruma, and I cover weather report. No, Edinburgh. And the spare of the moment. It's a Friday. They say,
freestyle. TGI.
And so what we'll do is ye be program now. Now the weather report now, and then we give because and then Ramidi come insight as to how the day is going to go. And 70 something. It's a beautiful day. It's going to be sunny.
Yes.
And then sports. No, so we are league matches. Around the globe. All the fixtures.
And now United, you see the Eric Omankon and Kawaba say we lost. Talk about us.
No. United were even sad themselves yesterday.
Yes.
Because
all of a sudden, the
essence of losing. Yes. The essence of losing to
Liverpool.
No. Leicester.
Yes.
Leicester.
Then we hold the Liverpool very well.
Leicester top 4.
Yes.
And indeed, so much Leicester. Yes.
Yes.
So the pressure would have been on Leicester by now.
Exactly.
Now Leicester, Mama Leicester 3 points na wia. Now Sama Liverpool abesham.
Yeah.
Inti mfaso be in a bar.
Yeah.
Leicester na Mama omusham.
But maybe the Maguire factor. I was reading a report. Without Maguire,
Eric is only must go.
No
1, 2, 3. Onu kwai 7 as 6.
Exactly, and they saw 7 times 7.
Yeah, because United fans in bofu.
Yes.
Come on, set a bad record. Omo lose 2 consecutive home games in a long time.
Yes.
Omo lose home. This year also lose more home matches, about 5 or so.
Yeah.
But Omo lose back to back.
My home to Liverpool team almost in the league proper. Liverpool running but
and now Liverpool no. Yes, a crime on Peneduan and yes, I could come
exactly.
Manchester, chicha points a team to come and Liverpool no
exactly. But you see that this season the dream is one.
And now 4-2. It's
maintain the second position, win the Europa. I think in all this, nothing has so much been lost. For pride and everything.
Rivalry between them and Liverpool.
But
bragging right now.
Yeah, but Maguire factor na no. You should sometimes measure. That is
I don't think yesterday was much of a Maguire factor.
Oh, you think so?
It was.
Dean Henderson was also rubbish.
No, I think
the third goal was comical.
Coach, yeah. And a coach also.
No, but you see, I said John Terry. You think a captain's influence at the back should be downplayed?
No, Manucho. The point is, so let's face fact. If Maguire is out of the United team, say we're practicing, they
are in trouble. I will tell you they are in trouble. I'm going to Villarreal without a Maguire. They are in trouble.
Maguire's, in as much as I agree with you, say Maguire, a Star Wars,
exactly.
I equally think say Enra game normal boy, a individual mistake. Because for instance, Enra Marcus Rashford.
Yes, I mean
Marcus Rashford was the worst culprit. I don't know. Boy, he's getting swollen headed.
They will make some of these mistakes.
Make English boys nasem.
Yes.
Enra, goal or shay. Where your friend is saying, almost striker, Mokofano PSG. Cavani in a settle up beautifully now. You had a chance. Cavani at 10 who are non Piabon man and Cavani. He wants to score.
Yes. But strikers are selfish. I mean,
why wasn't Cavani selfish on his chance?
No, but Mitchell say it's a chance. He could have scored. We're striking another Oma passing so we have rubbish.
I mean,
Aya Robin. I have to watch the highlights.
No, it's true. Strikers are selfish.
Are supposed to be. I agree with you, but there should be a balance. Yeah, but Aya Robin, Ronaldo,
yes. You see, another man who said somebody is playing intelligently.
Yes.
Knowing when to shoot or to be selfish and when to lay a pass.
Exactly. That's the balance.
You still want to score.
Yes.
After that same person has set you up.
Yes.
And I'm going to be until sometimes I like Mbappe. Only name as I
combination.
Yeah.
And Messi is also good at it.
Yeah, the problem. Exactly, Messi.
Ronaldo, Suarez, Messi scored a lot of goals with him.
And look at Suarez, time at Liverpool.
Yes.
Suarez need Daniel Sturridge, you know, from SAS.
Sturridge and
Sterling,
yeah.
So sometimes you have to. I know the say English boys, English boys, more problem with that because they want to be at the back of the headlines, front pages.
Oh, of course. Average English feels is better than everyone.
Mason Mount is doing fantastic, but your gamer. Which game did we play now? Yene Remedy.
Yes.
Shebal be a balloon.
Yes.
Somebody was there. Piaman na keeper at your mercy.
Yeah.
Ule passer. Nipano were empty net to slot the ball in. I think higher vest.
Yeah.
He decided to balloon the ball.
Yes.
And in as much as sometimes
he needs a good head.
English boys no England in Inti feeling.
Yes. It gets to them. I understand. Average English player.
Tuchel like about Hasnodoy. Said the boy has so much potential, he has so much talent, but he's not fulfilling it. English boys no muko abontin with Germany.
Yeah.
Look at even Jude Bellingham.
Yes.
Shauko is a team. Team Sipeno. Sancho go ball England
Come on, say no.
The
distractions are many. I agree with you. The distractions, but I'm just saying, inadvertently, nothing lost. It is Chelsea's own.
Greenwood.
Yeah, Mason Greenwood.
That boy, yeah, Takolano.
Yeah.
So no, or future, Papa. And now that Mason Greenwood. I like him so much.
Tommy,
and I am ambitious. What is Phil Foden?
Yeah.
I say, work ethic, any seriousness in games.
Exactly. Let's hope he doesn't just
this
fall.
boy had it. I don't know why Marcus Rashford is losing it. He's my friend is recent games.
Yeah.
Why yep also boni ma because me offers na najman.
Yes.
Was you we one pass it
but the dream is on. I mean, Chelsea or Liverpool, one of them must drop, and that's what they are waiting for.
NBC, Chelsea, Liverpool will drop. That's
one of them should drop.
It's dangerous for Leicester.
Because so Leicester have their just Liverpool are having a chance because you have a date with Leicester. And Leicester has faith in their own hands to drop Chelsea. Just Liverpool,
but Leicester cannot beat Chelsea.
You see, for me, what can you say? I didn't even want to listen, but Chelsea are disappointing me because somebody say it's a done deal for them, but it looks like all of a sudden they are in a. I didn't know your team can be this rubbish. No. I mean, personally, no, I didn't know. And I'm just saying, what can I just say? But all of a sudden, my
top four knows I make say Chelsea is a done deal.
Because I need to score Arsenal. I mean, on any given day, that game for me, you know, I didn't know it could be rubbish. I mean, let's understand it. You could be, man. Can say you are rubbish. You could be rubbish.
I told you, say. Me catch us say Chelsea Arsenal manka waha say on any given day form matter because time Lampard mo share they have cost 16 matches unbeaten.
Yes.
Arsenal were in shambles.
Yes.
Obiaso we there Lampard could transfer.
Atata
so. Mo share 3-1. That's why I was telling you say Chelsea I just said derbies.
Yes.
Once derbies here sometimes
but Ateta 99 problems but Chelsea need to kill you're part of the problem. Your 99 basic problems I can list for you. But Chelsea and Tuchel, I don't think Arsenal sleeps and think about these two people. Yeah, enjoy Musa. Let's go on. Let's talk about other stuff.
Yeah.
Now someone count. Now we have a problem. Back to back. Now
United are lucky.
Yes,
because if Chelsea had beaten Arsenal, because they say Ngomzuka pressure and be back on.
Oh no, but they'll still be in the top 4. Top 4 need they cemented. I don't think that.
Almost do 70 points because Liverpool number of points on between right now is 69.
I don't think
Liverpool have 3 games, but Liverpool they have tricky games. Because at Burnley,
but they are peaking at the right time. I think the old Liverpool is coming back. Firmino Craig getting goals, his confidence.
Something happened that we need to discuss.
Yes.
A friend is saying, okay, Ken Fredericks is saying, sir. Henderson is a work yesterday.
Yeah. He was.
But you see, Firmino born no crash, and I didn't understand.
No, but you see, the problem I mean to make kind of say he's been rusty. You know, you put him on the bench and on and on. But when the guy was at Sheffield, we saw what he was doing.
Manu, where I totally disagree.
Oh, me, I agree. Game time is important.
Go back and check the last time De Gea that league match.
Oh, yeah. For some time, Anderson has been keeping.
Yeah, on that morning, you know, they said De Gea that cup matches.
Wow.
Yeah.
Me, I didn't know that part. Because I've been seeing
go back and check. The year now, they say, so my second, the year by second choice.
So maybe they should go revisit the books because what I watched yesterday.
I said it, sir. If it was the year, and I'm going to make Vida and every one of say, you see, my goalkeeper, the year no ball like session. Oh no, right?
Yes. But he's been okay. I mean, I don't think he's been too bad.
The Hall is not Dawson.
The Hall is not Anderson. I mean, for the third one, it was very comical.
Yeah, very comical.
Yes.
The header.
Yes, he could have.
But the year will save this ball on any given day.
Exactly. But it sets up the top 4 very beautifully. I mean, we fun there. One of these teams are
Marcus Rashford, and so can because for the first time I supported United with Chelsea interest.
There were 38 games. You had every time. We say Arsenal for the first time in 50 years will not be in Europe. I mean, it should tell you that.
And I can Freddy see. Can see the here is now cup matches goalkeeper.
Yeah,
the here is better than anything. And I say, league matches not there. You know, film crowd.
Exactly. Then I personally, I will have to admit, I thought he was their number 1 and still keeping the thing very well. But you know that
once a team will pick here because I was watching Sky Sports ne BBC your analysis. And Michael Essien cry interview. As some of you can say next year league, you know, a bad team because United and your team. Also, when you begin to, when you begin to lose such matches, especially at this crucial time, they put players in confidence. Boy, psychological. Manchester United losing to Leicester, losing to Liverpool.
But I personally disagree anyway because I mean, football there is psychology. You should have permanent interest. So
maximize, close the gap.
No, I don't think it does anything. Nobody remembers it.
City and United. City was 80.
Yeah.
United was 70.
Yeah.
If United had won those 2 games.
About 3 years ago, do you remember who was second in points or the second? 3 years ago. Who remembers that? I don't think it's important. What is important? You win it.
No, yes, it close the gap.
It does nothing in football. What does it do?
What are you talking about?
It's only for research, PhD holders will do analysis. But as a fan or anything, 2000, no, this second, no close the gap. Nobody remembers. It's
what
not,
are you talking about?
I'm telling you, it's not necessary.
Liverpool
United second win the Europa. It's a successful season.
Second 3 years ago.
With how many points?
They were even on points with Manchester City.
A master's level analysis.
Master's level analysis.
So United should close the gap for what? To do what?
Really?
Yeah, close the gap and lose the Europa.
You want to catch lose the Europa.
So which one would be more prudent? What I'm telling you is that
the Europa they are okay. If United had benched
maybe a personal decision, you think closing the gap is important. I think they being second and winning Europa is the most important thing. If they close the gap and lose the Europa, it's a failed season.
Why is Eric saying Olinko? Why?
Well, that's him. I will not fight him. I think Ole has done well. He should be given one more season. Ole being second, Obi already first, be the second answer. That's what I've seen because there's no time. Liverpool, oh, of course, they are always outliers. But Liverpool, Moody second, they marshaled themselves to come first. City was second, they marshaled to be first. Into United, following that trajectory, the season is done.
First time Mourinho has been Man United after
the last 2 times.
Mourinho was second.
I will not do that way. We said the last 2 times they were second and they came first. They marshal, they are just a way away. You have that beautiful one across a gap. I think that second and Europa, then rearrange for next season. It's a good one for them.
What confidence does this do for the boys going even to the Europa League?
Well, you call it confidence. I'd say it's not. If they lose that one, we normally lose trophy now. I think it's a fair season.
And I make say,
yes.
In coaching, like I told you, my coaching kakra, you need confidence going into big games.
They'll win that. I mean, it's not about priority.
You see how Chelsea demolished Arsenal in the Europa League final?
Your point, no, because our team was not good. I mean, Hazard was playing the game of his life, and he was.
What could do Europa League final?
Hazard was the real deal. That game, Hazard played above himself. Hazard was unplayable. Doing? I mean, you see, the point here is that Ilanga boy, then confidence, then only should go.
Leicester, the election. We are talking about.
No, but you are saying confidence. So in playing Ilanga, they didn't know what they were doing. That it was not about confidence. Ilanga was not really. You see,
that's my point. To say every United fan, every United fan
says Ole should go.
No.
He's alone in this fight.
Finish what I'm saying.
Every
United fan wanted Leicester to get it because rivalry between Liverpool and the biggest. The biggest game in England.
Yes,
Liverpool doesn't want to lose to United, even if their season is bad, and vice versa. It's Ubo Ilanga. Now I reserve Rashford, Pogba, whatever, with the likes, and then with the hope we say Uba Beshe Liverpool, and you lose 4-2 miserably at home to Liverpool.
The point is that Liverpool game is because of who wanted it more. As much as it's a big game between the two of them. Who wants the point more?
Manucho.
No, who wants it more?
Who wants the points in the
one who wants it more won. Liverpool knew very well what was at stake. United were joking, and because they don't have much.
But that's exactly what I'm saying.
It doesn't affect them in any way. That's what I believe. I wouldn't just say it blights their confidence. Okay, it's a good call, but me, I'm waiting for the final. Europa League, Villarreal, they also lost. I'm looking at them with keen eyes. That would be a loss for me. Plus, this guy be there. Would they just say, that's give confidence?
Of course.
I second and Europa is what I want. You want the point.
That is what all the pundits say.
Close the gap.
Yeah, because there is always a gap to be closed.
Now, 2013, you did second go close the gap.
2013, close the gap.
2013,
you just told me. Close the gap, you win in the following season.
No, the second and win. I don't believe in closing gaps. Obinya 90. Obinya 98. Obinya 97. Odi second.
Mourinho am second. Oh, we need.
Opo, that is if you say now, tell your friend master's level research. Your research tells you that.
About some master's level research.
Yeah, of course.
This is
angle close a gap. This is something. Say be second and win an Europa.
Look at the gap between City and United last season. Who close and that means progression.
So they've not progressed.
Ultimately second, but when the gap is that big, I don't see a progression. It means the other teams didn't perform well.
I disagree.
It's true. It means the other teams didn't perform well.
I disagree.
And I'm out chance.
Ole is if he's second, next season he has no excuse. I don't believe in closing gaps. I believe in being second.
David Moyes would have done better if he was given the same time like Ole. He's an average coach.
It's not true.
He should go.
It's not true. Forget Eric.
Forget Eric saying.
Let's concentrate on our show, please.
He's disagreeing with you.
You see, the point here is that Moyes did not bring confidence around the team. as much as you might not like Ole, big tough games in here, he's performed. Save this one, I say it's a done deal. It doesn't bring
tough games. He's performed
since 2.5 years. 2.5 years. The fight against the major position has been very good fight.
You think Liverpool?
Of course, that is why I'm
only interested.
That is why I'm telling you that winning this Europa will give him some respite. That he should be kept. Closing Gabwe, not so lose that trophy. There's still pressure on him.
Closing the gap. How does that make you lose the trophy? Because you played all your Arsenals yesterday.
Closing Gabwe, not so. Let's go.
No, I don't need to questions. Let's go. Missy Oklosu Gabuya. How does that make him lose the cup?
No, my point is that the concentration now is that second or top four has been secured. I don't think he should put up any brilliant or big fight there, personally. But the concentration now is how to win the Europa League. I mean, you see, as a fan, your friend bragging right. Even like some Arsenal fans are not right here. Even our West season, Chelsea, home and away. No, me, I don't believe in that. I think it's a failed season.
99 season. 99
Chelsea did not need to play so hard against Arsenal. I don't think that Arsenal. I'm just saying. Obia understand the ball. As an Arsenal fan, I didn't even talk about it.
But so analysis because all the people are all they are saying is close the gap between, because Tuchel by and so Lampard is so kind, and all the coaches, all they say is we have a gap to close between, because he needs sitting term Liverpool United anyway when time I'm saying about 20-something points.
To close the gap, but next season
close the gap, it gives you confidence.
I disagree, because you can even change players.
I'm not saying agree. That's your point.
You close a gap, you can next season buy some players to augment. You close a gap, you can even have that luxury that you have a good team and you not win. Football doesn't follow that basic logic that once you close a gap, it gives you the better chance next season. Next season is a different ball game, different strategy.
So why you then not giving David Moyes a chance? If that is what
Moyes did not bring confidence around the team.
Now you are talking about confidence.
Yes, Moyes.
When I talked about confidence, you say
this game, Manchester has nothing to lose. Virtually, Manchester, apart from bragging rights, what do they have to lose?
Now, what is so important to the ordinary fan?
Some people bragging rights, some people trophies.
Football, no, but bragging rights.
Arsenal now.
Trophy is victories make.
I would prefer where Arsenal is doing a double over Chelsea. I prefer Arsenal to be a Chelsea now than doing a double over them. Personally, between Arsenal and Chelsea, you think Arsenal fan? My double bragging rights, that is you. I am not happy. No, I mean, these things are, trivial, petty. With all due respect.
No, but that is your bragging right. The happiness in you calling.
Because you had a conversation. Because you had a conversation before the game. But even on Facebook, I would not go and write it because I don't think it's too good. Chelsea does not need it.
But you are not the only fan.
So
most fans want bragging right, especially in derbies.
I will not double into that.
United, Liverpool on any platform.
I will not double into that. I'm on about 4th Arsenal fans page, and I don't think it was news that our team needs a rebuilding and a rebranding. Beating this Chelsea team, they even underrated us. Bobby said bragging right. They made 7 changes to the team. So why will you sit back and as Arsenal fan and Obi on follow game? Which
Tuchel said he made a mistake, and I was not happy with his team.
You have an Arsenal fan who argue with you and you quite watch out. I mean, that is him.
They've beaten us.
They will not even hear the 7 changes. I will make excuses for Chelsea because I know I'm look beyond this game.
Even the 7 changes that we made, they were regulars. Because
so what are you talking about? So let's not talk about it.
Kante and Ambo. Messi Mount was back.
So we can't make.
Havertz was back in the game.
Exactly. So let's move on. That's why I say let's move on. So there's no news. Let's not mention it because they were regulars.
No. When Liverpool need Man United and America say on any given day.
Yeah.
Fan and home baby Liverpool da. Fan and baby.
I don't see
on
it.
any given day, Liverpool Manchester United is the biggest game.
Every season brings its own dynamics and positions.
Chelsea can play United, City can play United, Arsenal can play Chelsea, Arsenal can
play football. There's no logic. There's no logic that you close the point gap this season to next season will be good. There's no logic. That logic in football is just a fixated sense of way.
Liverpool.
There's no logic.
So what's
what's the logic?
Go and look at
next season.
Let me answer you.
Yes.
Go and look at all the teams. Team BT Liverpool under Klopp. Go and see the first season, baby, or die. Second season, baby, or die. Progression he made.
So that's football.
No,
that's the logic in football.
Go and check.
So that's the logic in football that to be first, you have to make a progression.
You have to build a team and make progress.
It's not true. Teams have been 10th. Have been first and 10th. I've come on to win. Do you know why I respect Liverpool?
How many teams?
Chelsea and City. I call them big teams in England. Do you know why? They can be 10th within 3 years. They will marshal a team to win the league. No, that is what they carry.
A team can have.
What makes a team big?
A team can have a dip in form in one season and bounce back.
A big team.
Oh, mommy,
a
team can. No, you talked about Chelsea. Also Chelsea need a
City. They are big teams.
A team can have a dip in form in one season. They can have a good players in one season and then have a dip and bounce back the following season. Look at Manchester United. After Fergie left, Obiase Omo yet rebuilding. They are building. They are building. They got Marcus Rashford. They got other players. Putting them together was the problem. David Moyes went. I went to me. Holland the coach. Went to me and Mourinho by went to me and but under coach we know Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You've seen sir they are getting some pattern. Enti Obia enya GD. That's why I told you say Enra. I was watching Sky Sports near the Omunyina Kase. United need to be mentally strong and make progress to challenge for the title next season.
I disagree with them.
I'm not saying agree. I'm just using it to make my point.
Fine. I agree.
But they know much. What they say.
We also know much. We all read, Opo. I mean, that's why.
We all read.
They all read. They sit in America and they read. I mean,
I'm not saying we don't
exactly
read, but we make references.
Of course, to them I agree. But
I mean, commentary into many Peter Drury. There are people who are above me in the game. They know much than me. When
it comes to analyzing a game, you all have the Arsenals. He has a way he's analyzing it that he feels that United they should make. No, why you say you should build before you win? I respect that.
Give the team consistency, momentum. Let them keep together. You know, instill that winning mentality. Don't let them feel say, oh, match with the I say you lose Ukraine.
No, that's how I
match
feel.
With you play. You're Manchester United. You play to win, and that is why today I was happy when I listened to Thomas Tuchel pre-match. I see he's still angry with himself by losing to Arsenal and press conference because Chelsea DNA is winning, and that is on one side the personal philosophy.
These are talk shops. I mean, at the end of the day,
talk shops.
It's a talk shop.
Now, Manchester United points where they
no, you can still dwell on that game. He should still be doing press conferences and saying, "I'm still hate with." It's another game.
That is how.
And I disagree. It's another game gone.
That is how to instill winning mentality in your boys.
It's another game gone.
Guardiola does.
Another game gone.
Tuchel,
you still have 2 games. You still have 2 games to make amends. Another game gone down the way.
He's not saying he doesn't.
You said you lost to Arsenal and I'm angry.
He's not saying he has.
You'll be angrier. You'll be angrier because you lose again. Being angry, that doesn't mean you win this first one.
Okay, now then, we are angry. I just want to lose.
Exactly. So let's move on.
It means he hates to lose. That's the end of the song. And yes, we are angry. We're not just say, oh, we are angry to lose.
It's a past game. I tell you that game doesn't put that game doesn't make Arsenal any better side.
Now they are measure of future.
That game doesn't make any Arsenal any good. It's not a game Chelsea.
What are you talking about? Mikel Arteta.
That's what I'm talking about. At least you appreciate I'm an Arsenal fan. So I have my sentiments. I'm follow me Arsenal team. What my sentiments? I'm follow me Arsenal team. What sentiment follow Chelsea?
No, maybe so.
That game doesn't make Arsenal good. Arsenal needs to augment.
What are you talking about? Arsenal. Because by beating Chelsea, Arsenal has a chance to get into the Europa.
You will not be in the Europa. I mean,
you are saying you will not, but you will not. Without beating Chelsea, that glimmer of hope wouldn't have come. Say, they are just a point.
Hope. I don't have that glimmer.
Say, they are just a point behind Tottenham. If you had lost that game, you would have been 4 points into 2 games, so wouldn't have still gotten you into the Europa League. And go listen to your own coach after beating Chelsea. And Lucas didn't do anything good to us now. Even if he didn't do anything good, that is what I want my coach to do: win games.
Of course, that is why your coach.
You don't say go Europa until lose games and go win the Europa.
Yes.
What is the guarantee that you're going to win the Europa?
There are 2 things for them this season. That's why I said if they don't win, it's a failed season for them. They think,
what is the guarantee?
If they close points and they don't win and they think it's a 1 season, that is Eric. I think winning this season is second and Europa.
Eric is a fan, so every fan wants his team to win games.
Not
and you don't select games to win. Say, wait there.
You select
Europa League in TN.
He's a fan, so he
how
doesn't have priorities.
Define the mentality of it.
Then he should have. If he tells me Ole should go because he played in Langa, then I will understand him that Ole should go because why play in Langa? Every game should be won. That means Ole made a basic footballing mistake by playing out-to player outside and Bobida. But anyway, I've done analysis of this game for a long time, and that game will not be played in the spirit and the latter. It is so no team minutes to say no, make us on Jintuma. That's what happened. I mean, at the end of the day, and Ilanga was played. They played a weekend side.
And Ilanga, and say Ilanga no credit. We're talking about.
No, but I'm telling you how I analyze
the Liverpool game. Ilanga be a mobile.
No, I'm telling you that my analysis is based on what I've been say. Lotwa, me throw chat and bet you say this chat is going to be a useless game for United. But you didn't even have that feel. Why? Because no. I don't know.
But you even said they lost to Leicester to crash Liverpool, so Leicester can get into the
last point. But that's the only meditate. My Mitchell said there are two things to do this season: maintain the top 4 and win the Europa. That's what I think United should do. But even a no crampo year pointer, there's a Liverpool too to think of that it will help them more. But no, my major point. My major point in say. Maintain the top 4 at least. If you can be second, win Europa, it's a good season. And the dynamics there doesn't add much. That is me. No. You think closing the gap to 3 points makes it a very good step. It's also another way. I say no. I agree.
So you can get closer to City by winning those 2 games and still winning the Europa. Is that why you're
that is
Plato's
ideal world. You can have everything.
So Lusuni mi enua and no be winning Europa.
Liverpool, Chelsea can be second. Can win at
Chelsea cannot be second. No, we are 64. 6 points together.
You can be third. I don't even want to think to answer this. Chelsea can be third, win UEFA Cup, and win the Champions League. That's the ideal situation for every Chelsea fan. But at least they do maybe at their priorities. That at the end of the day, which ones will be a disappointment? I will tell you that. You lose to Leicester, you win the Champions League. It's a good season. You win to Leicester, you lose the Champions League. It's a hurting one. You win to Leicester, you lose to City in the final. I think it doesn't make the season complete. The only thing that makes this season complete is a top 4 finish or top 4 point is winning the Champions League. I think all the energies for Chelsea should be channeled towards winning the Champions, because when the Champions League in Poa.
And then Eric, they go so rough.
Oh, that's the beauty. I don't expect him to agree with me all the time. These are my thoughts, and that's the beauty of being. I said, I agree because there's no. For Chelsea, I've listened to seasoned journalists who saying that Chelsea.
Why are you saying seasoned journalists? Because can't be who say, oh yeah, we all read. Is that not what you said?
I will not even mention their names, but some your analysis.
That's why I said so go to some to do your analysis.
Yes,
you've listened to seasoned because some are more knowledgeable.
Not because
so somebody agrees with you, he becomes a seasoned journalist.
That's why I mentioned his name. What's so about seasoned journalists because they disagree?
No. Who defines seasoned journalists by people who agree with you?
I've listened to some seasoned journalists, not because they agree with me.
That's what you say.
I'm also on my point in say Chelsea. All this analysis, if Chelsea wins the Champions League, is bogus because they'll be in the Champions League and they would have had their again and they would have had their wishes met, a second Champions League trophy.
Okay.
This coach,
yeah, league standing now, very important. So
yeah, why?
Okay, financially, very important. 2, bragging rights because Arsenal, any Tottenham, and now Arsenal lead Tottenham in the top 4 for how many years?
Over 17 years.
Time has been before 1 season at Tottenham now. You saw what happened in London, right?
Yeah.
Into teams there, it's not as a fan.
It's a different story. Maybe. You know you are into another world. They are still second.
How is another one?
Point build up and team standings are two different.
No,
issues.
United wouldn't say Leicester can overtake them mathematically.
But the point here is that you are entering another level. Me will say another debate in the echo. If they are still second, then it's not about the point build up. Who enter another realm?
No. Another realm. Who will say winning the cup, losing way New York? Can I say
being second?
Me as a Chelsea fan or as a United fan, as Eric is, or one bragging right. Yeah, share Liverpool.
It's because I'm not United fans over China.
Oh, Betty Froby. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I lost home and away to Arsenal. Even if I finish in the top 4, I'm not happy.
I'm also not happy. Arsenal won home and away over Chelsea and are still rubbish.
I'm not happy because the games are called derby for a reason.
Yeah,
it's called a rival game for a reason.
Now we ain't rivals, man.
So Chelsea ne Crystal Palace bar, and yet as important to me as playing against Arsenal or Tottenham.
You are living in the world of Azakes and Weiss. They are in championship and rivalry, and they are fighting there because rivalry.
What the game has
about? Of course, the game has evolved.
What are you talking about?
Rivalry should come with you winning trophies too. We are rivalry now. What's one number?
There was significance of every game.
Is the rivalry more important than the trophies?
So Obo League has a Kenya Azakes, any Weiss, Asia, our secondary. It's a big game to the people of the region.
Yeah.
than Kotoko ne Hazard Kasebo.
The point is a point well made. So you are telling me that personally.
Why is it that a big game?
Personally, because even two crabs can fight in a river. They are only two now.
Because of the bragging rights.
So you telling me that personally?
Let's reverse proximity.
No, let's reverse the cycle. Sisiane say, it's a Chelsea and Arsenal home and I win Arsenal fly this higher. You'll be happy as a Chelsea fan.
If I do double over Arsenal, I'm happy.
And Arsenal is winning
in as much as I won.
No, in as much as
what you say.
In as
much as say.
Let's move on.
Who the officer me question? I'm here. Make us first. You jumped in.
No,
first. You jumped.
Let me reverse and stop this one. The reversing says Arsenal never in two major competitions.
You already asked the question.
And I say. Chelsea Chelsea win home and away. As a fan, as a Chelsea fan, you'll be very happy with it, right?
I'll be gratified we beat Arsenal at home and away.
So I'm not happy.
Very gratified.
I'm ungrateful.
In as much
I'm not grateful.
And I'm saying, in as much as me happy, I would also want my team to go higher. But if we are having a bad season that year and I'm able to beat my biggest rival home and away, I'll take that as.
I don't see you as biggest rivals anyway. I mean, I will even consider Tottenham. Tottenham are rivals, not Chelsea.
What are you talking about? Chelsea?
Oh, not
Chelsea.
London derby. The rivalry between Arsenal and
Tottenham is bigger. But Chelsea
far bigger than
meeting Tottenham. Once I feel what the definition of.
It's bigger. Chelsea Arsenal fans don't see Chelsea as direct rivals.
Yeah, rival, but just someone Tottenham will north. You
are direct rivals. You are not our direct rivals.
Right. A London derby. When we are in the same city, it's a London derby.
The
direct
derby
is a derby.
I didn't say derbies are not derbies, but Arsenal and Spurs have the biggest derby.
That is why. Listen,
it's the North London derby.
A point no. Until I make a say.
Hazard. Why your point, David? What's it? When I
what say you? I'm what's Hazard wise? A big match.
Yes.
Why? Because proximity and everything comes into.
They are living in that fixation in the region. I see a fighting in the champion league. No, I'm not one of them. I'm say a rivalry. Obiso the ano say me dem Hazard. Nyanyan wise. Obiso dream say wise na Hazard should be in the Premiership. Baku Premiership. And then papa.
The whole thing they said. We see London, Chelsea, any Arsenal, and big game. They said Tottenham. Any Arsenal,
no, which is rivalry. The rivalry.
Yeah, the rivalry. That's what I'm saying.
Game,
it's the same.
Yes.
Big game, which is true because you just 4 miles na separate Arsenal and Chelsea. Until I say can find Sani Kotoko more the same. You know more the same city there. By western part of the city. What you say? It's Chelsea Arsenal is a London.
Then you should be blaming Tuchel for playing that team. Saying that Tuchel should be your problem, not. Said why you didn't know all this, but and did 7 changes.
Did I not say that yesterday?
Oh, then you should sack him because he knew all this.
I'm not saying no. Why should I sack him?
Because he knew 4 months all these things, but still decided to do 7 major changes today for you, the biggest game for you.
Did you listen to me when I was talking? Major changes now, and your average players not my boy. That's why I'm not looking for excuse. Yeah, changes now, shine. So he played Mason Mount, who didn't play in the previous game.
What's the point?
He played Kai Havertz, who didn't play in the City game.
This was a very big game, right? Arsenal Chelsea was a very, very big game.
Very big game to me.
Yeah,
compared to London derby,
compared to the Champions League final because of the rivalry.
What are you talking about?
Let's go on because
how do
you measure your big?
Yanko.
Right now you are telling me that it's a very big game. There are 3 games to play. There's Leicester, there's Arsenal, there's
okay, Abuja. Yanka, my main messages ni Yanko na about 12. Wakasache, make asakura my main kasano akatimi.
10 reasons to move.
No.
There are 3 games to play. There's Arsenal. There's
Ole must go. Ole. Ken Frederick says Ole.
You set the pace.
Ken Frederick says Ole must stay. Mami nka messages no. Maybe I'm about so.
No, maybe so. Let them.
Hey, now mo nka ho.
No, but let me be so.
There be a ho hia bi. We. Le vencio. Yen nka messages no go. There be ka bia won tiase. Ntimi so mente wase.
When I was see the biggest game is the one.
Manu, can I read the messages and come back to you?
The biggest game is the Arsenal, not the Leicester and the City game because of rivalry.
Mamicho, what are you talking about?
How can you tell me within these 3 games, the biggest is the rivalry? You have Leicester for FA Cup, you have City for Champions League final. No, why 7 changes are? Is it not sensible?
What are you talking about? 7 changes now. I feel the Yanko. That is what I want to bring. Arsenal game now. Who cast 7 changes now? Am I saying we lost because he made 7 changes?
You're not saying that, but
changes now. Yeah, no. They are good players. He played Kai Havertz, who didn't play in the City game. He played Mason Mount, who has been our best player for the season. So what are you talking about?
Be angry.
We lost.
Yeah.
I mean, the only player,
better side.
The only player
we lost to a better side.
It doesn't matter.
Yes. So let's
once
go on.
we lost, we lost.
To
if
a better
we were
side.
better, we would have won.
A team we did the double over you.
Menya, to say, you lose. I still find excuses. So menya that time.
This is that's why it's a better side.
Yeah, changes are yeah, no. The only player, I mean, percent go Beman Abo, Zuma. I felt say he should have played the back three now. Omonia's coordination, Rudiger, Thiago, Aspilicueta, and then he decided to play Zuma. Zuma and so na namno so what the ball coach Jorginho Suko Bobo na almost on goal. So I have not, and Zuma has been playing well. Even against Champions League matches against Atletico, he's been playing well. I have no qualms or whatsoever. My point is, we lost. Maybe we didn't take our chances. But Arsenal Chelsea on any given day, it's a big game. It's a London derby. There are two big teams in London. And you are talking about Tottenham. There are two big teams in London.
Arsenal has been rubbish, so it's not a big game again.
What are you talking about?
I'll tell you.
It's a derby.
Some derbies come with all the encomiums at that moment. Even players to play near Adina will be measured.
Real Madrid, sometimes there was a season Barcelona was on top, Atletico, Real Madrid no more than fourth. And so only Barcelona on any given day. It's the biggest game. You can't say, oh, because Real Madrid didn't already. Into only Barcelona is
that's why I feel insulted by playing Zuma. He disrespected us. I can also tell you that. You've given me
Zuma.
I feel disrespected.
Zuma.
When we
Zuma.
He disrespected us.
But the coach himself,
he disrespected us. So I don't respect that.
He did take the blame for making
that's why I don't respect that game because the coach disrespected us now.
He did take the blame.
He did not play his two best players now.
Against City, when you change his answer.
Somewhere
against City cry a big game change Arsenal. No.
How big?
City is a better team.
No, Arsenal is the biggest game.
No, in terms of derby.
Yeah, derby. Well, now
in terms of derby. But in terms of form in England there, when you say City are the best team. I mean, in as much as United are there this season,
derbies are bigger than best form teams. Derbies are bigger than form teams.
The Americans say the chances of Chelsea team. Yeah. Who talk about changes? And America says, so sure, chances of Chelsea losing to City was higher than Chelsea losing to Arsenal, who for about 17 years.
I disagree. It was a derby. It was bigger than what all that you are saying.
So it was a derby. He made changes.
Yeah, it was a derby.
About Billy Gilmore in the City game.
It was a derby 4 miles apart, so it's the biggest game.
No, you're not 4 miles apart. Money Tottenham.
No, I'm only repeating your words.
Money Tottenham, 4 miles apart.
I'm only repeating your words.
One can say.
Yeah, no more miles. 18 miles.
Money Tottenham. The biggest game because because of proximity. 4 miles. And I make us 4 miles separate. Make us
a London derby. No, that you don't even know. I know what you're saying, but at the end of the day, I'm bringing the story back that derbies are big.
Derbies are big. Yeah.
The derby is the biggest game.
When we talk about team or form, we look at the country in perspective.
A derby is bigger than a team in form.
We look at countries in teams in the country in perspective, and then we look at individual teams. To say,
even derbies when they are on form, it brings everything to the games.
Who doesn't know that?
So what are you saying? Some derbies become low-ranked if they are on form.
We call them derbies. We call them derbies
because they are the biggest.
No, not only that, but derbies don't go according to form. That's one thing. No, me not. Me catch on rechi.
Yes.
Me catch on see Arsenal match Chelsea be share. I told you say derbies
me no don't follow line up anyway and mama bembuye say mo coach you crowd. I mean why there's
line up
there's no Rudiger and Timo Werner. All now guys but this is by far this is in one of your two biggest performances.
No, but what games are one Timo Werner you winning?
Oh, but tell you be Abeka said they have been games Messi did not play Barca won.
Yeah, so that's the point.
So it's the point of no point. Play teams don't play one team for life.
Excuse.
So our game
if I was making an excuse, then you take me.
I don't want you to make excuse. All I'm saying is that as an Arsenal fan,
because even
that derby did not have all the condiments to make it big because Arsenal have lost a lot of touch. No, it's still a derby.
Yes, sir. Now, is it not a derby?
But it has lost its touch because Arsenal is not making it look more.
How has it lost its touch?
Because Arsenal is not performing. It's not performing. Football, there are upsets in football.
If
I don't know upsets in football. Arsenal has shared Chelsea, and so what?
And I'm bisa say. Until Tottenham, Real Madrid, Bobo no that 6. Now Barcelona the first. No more koba.
The derbies is an classical, but some classicals will be measured because players above their form guy near there will bring all the way. It's a messages. Send a worker the derby there then. Arsenal Chelsea was the biggest derby. Forget every game. No, young corner, sir. Say for me, I said the derby lost. I
said derby. I forget every game because I didn't agree with you. Say,
no, was it derby? You don't need to agree with me. Like you don't have a show.
Forget it.
I'm telling you that derby, since Chelsea's influence should be the FA Cup and the Champions League, not a derby with Arsenal.
Listen. Chelsea's influence should be winning every game, including against Arsenal.
I disagree.
We shouldn't.
I disagree.
If you're a competitive team, you don't select match ready, my main lose. Now match we go win. What are you talking about?
Permanent interest.
Permanent interest in there. Who told you that?
At the end of the day, what will it bring?
Who told you United wanted to lose to Liverpool? And tell me one Liverpool United fan who wanted his team to lose yesterday.
I will not say that. It wouldn't make sense. Why would they want to lose? But the point is that who wanted it more?
Europa League ball.
The issue yesterday is who wanted it more between United and who wanted the win more.
It's not a matter of who wanted it more. So
Barcelona
needed points over Levante to be top of the La Liga. One more draw. Didn't Barcelona want it more? It's not always about who wanted it more. Some factors can go against you. You can't win every game. That's why I said, sir, I'm not giving excuses. We lost, and it was a bad loss.
And I'm not celebrating it because it was useless.
That's you.
Exactly. So let's go on. I'm not celebrating that win.
I hope so. No Arsenal fan shares this.
Oh, they share it. Arsenal fan.
We need to. Why are you a fan? If you beat your London rivals and you are saying it doesn't make anything to me.
I'm a fan because the team should improve itself, not just beating the Chelsea.
The team doesn't improve.
Beating Chelsea, you get something. The last 3 games against Chelsea, but you are still useless. So why will it be news? Yeah, sure, sir.
Check it.
Lampard Adauruma. My shot 3 pits. What else should I do? There's only 3 pits. You need 4 pits.
Lampard Adauruma.
You see, I don't know if you want to do this one. But my shot 3 pits. Good. But my shot 3 pits. They are derbies. Your biggest games. My shot 3 pits. That's what you should.
You show 6-0. 6-0. Couple of messages now. Okay, Oli must go in there, Makai. Eric says David Moyer would have done. Okay, I know it's Makai. I'll say he's an average coach. He should go. He should go coach in Norway. I'll say Manuchu. Should everyone agree with you? Ashoku. I know Eric. Manuchu pa really. Lotson Jr. says I have not seen a coach whose team is playing and he's sitting down without standing there to give instructions. And then Eric said, did Manucho say Oppo should forget anyone when my team is being discussed? Manucho, Eric, Manucho, were you a player under Moyes to know he didn't bring confidence in the dressing room? Come on, Manucho. Exactly, Oppo, the progress under Klopp with Liverpool over the last 5 years. Yeah. Then I make Manucho into Marciano. Because on then the project has ended.
We're peaking, as you say, it's going down. It's points build up.
It's going down, saying.
Who can say points build up?
We're making progress. Or buy,
why progress?
The first season, yes. No abandoning him. No abandoning him. I know about J League. This season he started one Watiako. Watiako is still fighting for a top 4. Yeah. But he had the on Nasa Fergie team no of our United. I know a struggler or they be drew picking no. And ye be no G League. And ye be no G League. But Otisha this season now. Otisha this season now. I mean Kasa. Otisha this season now. Next season he's going to come back. Yes. Are you telling me Liverpool will not be fighting again for the league next season?
Why are you saying there should be a Otisha? Doesn't mean you can't come back. So there's no point in progressing.
Manucho Asemaika, Liverpool. When was the last time I know? You see, your analysis now until Liverpool.
Yeah.
From time until Brendan Rodgers don't be qualified Champions League. Almost had the pokra. Until we buy consistently, progressively, or the Omobo Champions League year in year out. Oba in the first season, or don't go Europa. He went to the Europa League final. He couldn't win it, and then he got them to Champions League. He won the Champions League. He got them to Premier League, third, fourth, third. No, about second. No, Ajay. That is what we call progression. And at this season, this is when you're fulcrum of the team. And at this season, what you're dipping from, and that is why I'm saying, say Fergie. A time no, or the Manchester be do so no, or J League na on J there were some seasons or J3 or J1 no attention no asamba beji. So Liverpool falling. Until I'm say a team in form can have one dip or one bad season. We catch it. Say team inform,
but normal progress will be the fourth, will be the third, will be the second. No, I mean that's how
progression. But I make a choice say Manchester needed that progression.
Yes.
But Louis Van Gaal Bayern went to me any time. David Moyes any time went to me any Van Gaal Bayern on also any time went to me any. And Mourinho Bayer, they felt they were going to get that. Mourinho D second we have no article. They felt the player unrest in Ademwa. They kicked him out and they gave it to Oli. And Omar Mano confidence said do the job. And he's bringing the team up gradually because you started this season, Crown. Manchester United fan Bienua. He ever thought some better second. Omu Lusu first 5 games no more was a 1.2 until that penalty bina upon match Jimom against Sheffield also a season. But now you can see progress. After that, Omar Klebo do second.
Yeah.
So what we are saying is say close the gap on City. Close the gap. 23 points not the BT last year. Close it this season to be a 5, be a 6. Then you give the players confidence. You tell them you do because or we have video analysis. If you do coach now, you do video analysis of all this. You tell your players that look, we were here last year. We've come to this point this year, so we need to better what we did last year. Now they making progress. What you say now?
Close gap on this. We may when close here. This next season will might be shaky for him.
No. What I was saying is points near the close gap. Yes. When we say what close gap, in TM fans 23 points, and now Odili do last year. This year, when you have chance to even close it much better, because 6 points you drop we. And I make us a City has won the league, but 6 points you drop we. They would have been 76 against 80.
Yeah,
right.
Which will make next season a good one for them. That's what you're saying.
Bring confidence in the team.
Say if he doesn't, or this second one close gap now next season, no better.
No, what I'm saying is he didn't need to lose those 2 games.
So your point is
point and I'm not going to say Europa League final ball. In TSS lose. You don't select games to lose.
When Mian win close gap, Emma next season a very good one for him. So he should fight hard to close a gap. And I say Walker.
Me say it brings confidence.
Yeah, it is when Mian win close here, confidence in Beira and it will affect next season.
If you're a coach and you keep losing, you lose. What happens to you? Also your carousel of the game.
Yes. Yeah.
If a team loses 1, no one lose 2, no one lose. What happens to the players?
Yes, it makes the next season will not be a good season for him.
No, maybe so simple question.
Yes.
What lose home match back? No, I lose home match back. Going into a cup final is even a good omen for the playing body if you're a coach.
You know, the time Chelsea won the Champions League, do you know what they did in the league? You remember what their position in the league?
What are you talking about?
No, do you remember? Then even
Chelsea didn't have a good season. You can have a dip in form, but not when all the Arsenals and all the
I know you were out of the top 4 when you won the Champions League.
We were 5th.
Yes, you were out of the top 4. Exactly, but
we were 5th.
You still won the Champions League.
Because Tottenham were 4th.
Because
I think Tottenham were
why were you 5th? Because you were not good.
Now Chelsea that season, players unrest, which happened.
Oh, okay.
It happens. Player Omuni Mourinho Tietia and the Hazards, the
Chelsea it was a very good season.
The Drobers and the
Lampard. For Chelsea it was a very good season, or it was a bad season.
We won the Champions League, so it was a good season.
Oh, okay. So
we came back to win the FA Cup.
I think it has been answered, but let's move on.
No, but we were not losing like that. We are called Barcelona. Look at this. You're called Barcelona 10 against 11. With a goal down, a penalty against us.
But in the league, you are not doing well.
No. You see, you are missing a point.
I'm not missing.
We went to Barcelona 10 against 11, 1-0 down, a penalty against us, 1 man down.
Yes.
Messi share penalty now 2-0. We are going to play the rest of the game with 10 men.
Yes.
The team fights back and get 2-2.
Yes.
Until you call Bayern Munich home, now Champions League. No, show 83rd minute. You have that confidence.
That's the story
we
of the
did
Champions
it against
League.
Barcelona. It's still a game.
The league and the Champions
It's still
League.
a game.
The same. This Chelsea beautiful stories.
No, we didn't select
Chelsea beautiful stories. I will catch me. So we need Champions League.
We didn't we didn't select games. And now we are talking about realistic issues.
Well, how realistic?
Realistic issues.
Things are playing out again.
Realistic
you
issues.
Might be and still win the Champions League.
Realistic issues. Yes. I am not happy. Chelsea lost to Arsenal. Because
I'm telling you, be happy because it's a game of no game.
Because it's here, no. Yeah, chances of getting in the top 4, no. We have put in more pressure on ourselves as opposed to say, Anke winning.
So it's just like what played out in 2012.
That is my point number 1.
Just like what played out in 2012 for you. Oh, and yes, similar.
And yes, similar. 2012 near in that top form.
Oh, okay.
At this stage, I Kobo Champions League, any top form.
See, this time there's some maintaining and winning.
Why are you taking my words?
You are being
sarcastic. You are trying to claim me to where you want me to go.
Oh, I see.
Top for
our prejudice. This is our set agenda. Say,
top for our weekend. About 2012, near any top form. Go and look at our position at
this time. There's some more top form.
This time we were third. We had a game at home to win, to make sure, say, we take pressure off us on the top 4, and we lost against our London rivals.
Which they were better than you.
Which I felt to say
because they've been better
in the first round, you know, you lose miserably, even when we were on form.
Yeah.
Until we needed to pin them back. Because we needed a 3 points to
speak the English. I have only one wish: be in the top 4, lose the Champions League. That's my wish.
Oh, top 4 him. Listen. Until I make a choice, say
I have only one wish.
Wishes. Yes, wishes.
Horses. I'll be riding to
the White House. Say, Ulusu Leicester, Ulusu United. Say, oh, I'm protecting the me protective players for the Europa League. What is the guarantee that you will? Until they show a no. They show a no. And no one sem na okay. Because if just like you said, Chelsea fighting for top 4. You see, Chelsea can win the top, can get into the top 4, win the FA Cup, win the Champions League, or lose all. Chelsea can get out of the top 4. Chelsea can lose. Chelsea can lose the FA Cup, and then Chelsea can lose the Champions League, and then we come back to say, we had the ball in our court against Arsenal. We should have won and sealed the top 4. And then at least if not anything, be in the Champions League.
You have a priority list to set. You don't believe in priorities.
Now I Juma. The Abano. No, I Juma. Who we need a new year.
That's one.
Next one. The Aben Yedi. And yet the Union Kutum from family just.
No, what didn't I be nature? Baby, do no name to a boo.
When I move a bua and I'm a catcher. When I move a bua and fat matches me and some born in a week. England's only bonded dada.
And
you are getting close to this end of the
resting players. You don't believe in resting players.
Resting players.
Unity Radio, one heart.
Unity Radio 103.9 Busia. And then the freestyle move and sports at debate. And then they are satisfied. No, grandma, and one man can messages. Eric Brady and send Chelsea.
Eric Yano Chonya man, so Akuma Beban, and then they were Cobanti when you are
me, Eric Chonya Makuma. Oh no.
I will agree with shoes. I
will message you through be American.
Shoes. Make us one kind. I won't kind say.
Oh my
God. Shoes are ma.
Yeah, now one crochet and any AGD they will say. That's not fun. Be anybody so.
Yeah, because some people you Biana they look beyond the win. I want us now to sack about 8 players, get new players, not win this and think that we have a good team. I'm just here with a good team. That's them. I respect them too.
Okay, Manucho, you should give all these lectures to Atata. So your average team will be considered 30 contenders in there.
No, they are not average team. They are beating Chelsea now. Why are they average?
Are you happy about it now? I thought you said you don't want to even talk about it. Why are you mentioning it?
It's called sarcasm. Only it's meant for the way say you have an average team. Why should Chelsea?
Manucho, you should give all these lectures to Atata. So your average team will be considered a title contender in the very far future. In the very far
I don't have a problem with that, but I said it's an average team. I don't appreciate this win. We say, hey, why will I say that? Why will I have won? I should celebrate. I mean,
Manucho, rivalry is part of any derby.
Never said
the Soweto derby teams grind into enemies for a day on SA, South Africa, right?
Yes.
Manucho, must everyone agree with you? Wow.
What kind of 4 times?
Opo remind Manucho about no, I don't know what's wrong. So we need to message you know the chat to. Opo, remind Manucho about the Kuma Pim Kotoko derby days back in the days, yeah.
Am I saying right?
Manucho so or no one should share.
Am I saying rivalries
are not local games in
Am I saying rivalries are not good?
You
think I should waste time on a rivalry than my average team? I shouldn't waste time on my average team, but I should waste time on a rivalry that might share Chelsea. I will not do that.
The team is average. Right? There is a special.
Tell him there is a
reason why we have rivalry.
Michelle,
rivalry games are special.
Beating you doesn't make us not special.
It comes with the bragging right, the proximity, the fans fighting each other. Everything about rivalry games are Newcastle. Come when a ball no. Omone ne ye emuye. And Tokwapa
from the time,
yeah. Until these games are very special, and they make the league.
They are not special.
Time now. Me wo Ghana na me bo no. Ochirikrom ni fuma so. Na e bo 3rd division league.
To what the answer can I Chelsea better na Mensah
can United there now can say who Liverpool much Liverpool United didn't need the points and no I said no
me say nothing lost. They still in contention for a second place in the Champions League.
But the India nothing lost. No can United fan I won't agree with you yet. The Leicester game because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer only man right before the game he Opoki Klopp because Omubisa say Klopp is annoying, Liverpool is annoying, say play weekend team against Leicester. I say I don't care about what Klopp thinks about Mr. Lesham Leicester.
Yes.
And every United fan knew. So you did this for that, and now which is the reason why? Which is the when you're not better kind.
Yeah, I don't get what you are telling me.
Young Okay, Abuja, that's what I can say. Emmanuel Kobiti said, Danko African Market, KLM Raf Roofing, Rashida Financial Services, Raf G-Man Driving School. Manu, and I'm not sports now for program, but it's good. You started with politics and we diverged into sports. Otumfuo say to two, Akasa Nedia Galamsey. In fact, Otumfuo exposes Jinapor Osei Mensah for trying to be diplomatic about galamsey. Yenti Otumfuo say to two. Kakrebi.
Answer and making time, Master Mabekano. Before I read my speech, I can't send me no business here. And Regional Minister ne meba Jinapor by and almost say, and a pachoya can't the work ratano, so Messama Prince Mekana. And this I know him to be a mechanism Fufrobia, Eden Kakra. As I said, no crane me catch you, say, galamsey, I can, and I damn have me chimu, ye chimu, send me a year, you are nature me and son. A mobile 30% in Moma galamsey, Nina. Yanni to them, hey. See a G and watching ya, ye chimu, mobile 30% and not any Moma galamsey. Now, ya nkano krenwa ye beda da e ho e be ye conference ya be ha say metie ya o ma be ye galamsey ade ba ko se nanan mo ne twa asase ne maaye o kan o yanim ha no mo kan na bia o tu bia o twa asase o de ye galamsey bia wo so wa ye galamsey bia wo so wa ubu ahun fo se wa ye bone Uko krom na sampa so dia asase amase enye galamsey na ate ho a na hini be na wudie e bone enti mum ye hweye enra mu ka asema me ka se me be ka me kan sem bebra ko fast ma banti meja no ma
Manucho Abu Jinapor telling Otumfuo what to say.
Adeba Kwame, my mission is it that most of these our prominent people, their speeches are scripted?
Is your home for all things
or mass scripted speech, Nana? Because why will
yes, a occasion.
Yeah,
they have a script. So more Nana about occasion. Be saying yes, what pick courtesy call him near the casual there. A occasion there, or much wrong speech. No more time.
How will the person know that stick to the script? That's a woman. Maybe I'm not getting my question.
Oh, person that's a buying a trauma man.
And now say a lot goes into it. Not to say a buying a trauma, but to say keep to the script. And maybe it was used figuratively.
No, we know.
Or you still figuratively.
We know now. We know now a regional consultative dialogue on small scale mining. Inti afa galamsey nsem o mo be den o enkomo mo be di ho ena onimse won so Otumfuo ye wantina ahemfo politicians any presidents ni ade nyino bia respecting no because ono he obeka because o feel say he doesn't owe anybody where he say obetimi akana she because inti they know say Otumfuo bia obaba be bieja Enti Abu Jinapor, but I was even shocked. Say, omutumi Akufo-Addo call Nana say Nana wadaruma stick to the script now. Watch na.
Yeah, na make stick to the script. What do you know in the script? that I don't know. I'll catch and you see, I'm asking a very pertinent question. Maybe I won't say. Maybe a lot goes into before Penibeko Jabe Akasano, then it's all guarded. So when you're to keep the country safe near the idea because I say, and maybe I figuratively say, Nana Wadaro Makamiko Galamsey, you cannot talk about my chiefs are also involved in some of these things, and I'm not happy. No Kasana and answer ban pennyphobia involved.
Answer and making time, Massima Mebekano. Before I read my speech, I can't send baby and be here. And Regional Minister name Meba Jinapor by and almost say, and a pachoya can't the work ratano, so Messima Presso Mecana. And this are no news to be a mechanism Fufrobia, Ed Kakra.
So Osaka Otumfuo. They know the thing. They just don't want to solve it.
As I said, Ukraine me catch almost say galamsey ya yeka nyina dem ha mechemu ye ne yechemu se me ya yi wo ha ne chem miensa emu be 30% ni mo ma ye galamsey ni nyina.
Okay. Edimanucho, they didn't want Otumfuo to touch on that, but Otumfuo did. So I'm going to Nana Beka say, Nana Nkoka say, you move in Omo ye near the script na. Meaning say if it was written for him by the Omo forum no, and answer saying yeah, but
that's where I get a bit worried. That's why I wanted to share with you that wow, and answer it. Maybe to make us say Nana ye pachawa near assembly ye bekana ho na hwe na kana men call like we no, but because why will even have their function
usually. So what happens is say yeah na Otumfuo be a yeah ni speech no so yeah ebi omo te say mpenifo speeches no omo timi share ma omo ye dada no mama copies into you can have copy. That's also another thing. Apart from say because we my programs before we go regional minister and every address before you go no amount the speech. Because they know that you be making news out. Chomo the mount na time na me news
exactly. Obama bagana crowd. Obama you any speech na me nya copy.
Yeah, sometimes it happens. Sometimes almost a day or two or sometimes a couple of days.
Obama there a unique
and especially those are more bang the organization of the program the omunya preview to.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe omo share Otumfuo script no man who say bia bibi deminen bia nya den. No, so Nana we no, but those are smacks of stick to your script.
That's a smacks of hypocrisy. You know there's something that the chief should touch on that was not in the script. It's what prompting and say what punches mama nenka.
No,
he should have.
Or be touchy on anything outside the script
because
it be ana how mo.
The same time I catch on
30% of us know one more galamsey no.
Yes, because hypocrisy no be me say you want to gag the chief from telling us as it is. In that regard, because you see, you take face value, but I'm looking beyond just what was said there. That so are there some chiefs whose scripts are being told that God they say, "Me can say you na ye pachopa na we be my president look unpopular na say baby." Then how can you really run the system? Because galamsey is very pertinent. My problem is that there are lots of people who are still in the midst of people still think they have to be protected. Maybe a human nature, like you told me, psychology has it. Then background was send the pan so also maintain the position or men kasa say kasa chiakakra a human nature but yes and only selfless. Then the very tenets of the constitution then Wakacha say you are coming to protect him brings to question your credibility to really get it run. But I like the way the chief also went about it. Masa maybe you're doing and just flavor you so near the flavor kakra one near say fantao yan kanu cruncher yan. Okay, I can say the chiefs ni bimpo, ni chiefs ni we
and OTN speech na or say obeye you can say obetunko for man or hine obehu say
yes
who would do asase ama galamsey or non territory be too
exactly because
that far.
Because that is how I think you should have Abu Jinapor. I mean, it's unfortunate. Most of these things happen now we knew on them. Because we made a substantive minister for land minerals and forestry and be more than 4 months and just about 3 months into it.
We never told yes. And penny foresee so trimu ye fine for bring exactly. Santi for night say obisi wa in a bonnet no abodia.
Yes.
So when the bonia
You don't care. Exactly.
And someone need nothing to hide. Why would you even go to this Reverend King and tell him, say, Nana, wait, stick to the script.
I mean, it tells you, that's what I wanted to, because.
And then you come back and say, fix yourself.
What the chief said, Bianim say, there's nothing new, just that he's adding his voice to the call. But there's nothing new that galamsey has become the major issue in Ghana and is destroying our water bodies. And everybody is talking that you are careful within the near future, you will not get potable drinking water to drink. Those are some of the things that people are saying. So we expect all men with in position, integrity, more large following to join this one. For you to feel that the government still needs to be protected. And I'm disappointed in Abu Jinapor. Together with Osei Mensah, the regional minister, you see that lobbying, maybe it has worked for them in various aspects. And I'm not sure this is the first time they are going to tell a revered chief in Ghana that tell us, Abu Jinapor, my confidence in him has come down, has been able to fight this menace, because in all this, I made a chance to say no new one. A substantive minister in 3 months because they went through a vetting process near the and to get 6 months. It should have a neutral mind, being given power by the president to act and work in that capacity. That is why you gave it to the young chap that is vibrant as he is. He should go out there and not to be prosecuted. On fan bro na yehwejuma. Say my president, this is what I've seen. This ABCD, they are cabinet ministers and they are highly involved in it. Maybe for a reason he feels that some of these battles have to be fought indoors. Ibn can say praise openly, criticize privately. He might play that card. That we are here there. You have access to the president 24/7. It's be afraid the president Nakacha say or say Nekoso. But you try to gag him, say news and the chief will not come and say it this way. If Mr. Maker said the king will not come and say it this way that you know what?
Yeah, king. Yeah.
Yes. One of me actually that say yeah way. But him say colonial masters in Banam said there's no king in Ghana, there's only one king in England. No more sign it's as and what they one kai. Let's change the status quo, but
a king. England for never trade.
There's a king in Ghana, a king in England. Yeah. So the king in England was ruling over us, and now you're ruling over the king in anyway.
Yeah, England for ruling.
He's a revered chief. He's a revered chief, and he's a king to the Ashantis.
King.
That's why you're an Ashanti, so he's your king. That's why I'm a king, Anna. He's a king.
Why are you trying to be controversial here?
I'm not controversial. I'm not an Ashanti, so it's not.
And once obe kasa no ato aso. Don't try to create disparities. No, you're waking or whichever way. Or the ontimi akaso Otumfuo simple.
I'm speaking English, a lot of English. So the Otumfuo has said that they're trying to gag him in this regard. And I think that it doesn't really augur well. The substance, all that he said, I think everybody has said it in Ghana, in galamsey, but political leaders should be careful in this regard. And so the fight will be very difficult. Because it's there, you find ways and means, will be influential or Ghana, and not some Jonah kind. So at the end of the day, those who can't touch, we just go and appeal to them not to talk. Because they want to inform Sankan. He's lived through time, he's lived through a lot of presidents. He's celebrating his 2021st ascending on the throne around 99-2000 or so. It's about 21-22 years into his reign. Instead, there he's seeing he's moving with this our democracy. So for you people to not to feel that Ohinokran cannot add in a voice. You see, the fight would have been very nice if they had told the chief that, but your kana catch with chiefs and they say, put fear into your sub chiefs. Because at the end of the day, they look, you can never have a galamsey without most of the land, your two lands, with government lands. Ghana put there inadvertently all the land belongs to the Suus and the families. Families incredibly they will see the power to the Sioux because they are all under the chief near there. So for you to have an August occasion, on here say, you know what, we want you to talk about it and instill that this is a platform, the cameras are there, the microphones are there, far into the chiefs near there, no your power chonana, in this fight. Into Mohundia will say at least one year more than Mundin Konyak and Yabon. From here and there, any chief that is proven beyond reasonable doubt that you've given your land to Chinese or people to go and do galamsey, you have me to answer to. But you say you should stick to the script now because I don't hear anything and I'm at the end of the day the script has not even been on the table. Everybody is worried about whatever was said in the script. There was maybe a fine tuning somewhere. But that the chief did not accept for this thing to go on. We beg the government. Sometimes you have to implore him. Because you can only have your word. They have their way. That some of this way of fighting the menace, it will not help the society. So more and more voice and committee and more power. They've been given custodial powers to really make sure that to be yes idea where he can through his own means and push the person away. No, I think it doesn't look good for the system. But I'm happy the chief stood against some of this their utterances to tell them that no, I'm bigger than this one. We all know what is happening and let's fight it as people in Ghana.
Unity Radio 103.9 Anopa Bosuo now we that is Otumfuo Edie Enra Odi Etudwa na Odi Sasemi Tudwa bra na omoye regional consultative dialogue on small scale mining Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology in the Ashanti region ena nana Otekokoso Asante hin Otumfuo Osei Tutu the second edi sa enkomono etudwa se owura afense Simeon Mensah one eye Jinapor ban ho ebe ka chense na wadaruma se oba na obeka sa ojumadi na se kan de wo krata na wachoro no so men veer off na ade na mukọ ka kire na na se ma onka bibi outside the script munim de na na ebe ka ana munim de mo aye eno nti ena na musuro no eno ne asem a ene ye bisa se munye bone na mo ko galamsey no kwampa so dia ade na fe moni abre a gidi mo ko ho eno no Canada Japan once again greedy bastards they say when they use our Rollins mewa eno yuzuma Rollins Canada Japan borrow Rollins also greedy bastards. Canada Japan goes wild on NPP members involved in galamsey. I think Sir Kennedy, he's been fighting this. He's been talking out loud on this galamsey issue. Manucho, you share MPs for Sika Semno quickly. Enra Yanyak Branca. Na Yenre Sika. But Sam George. And so Ababe can say, said the amount for Sikano, Sika Omunyano, and yes, I tier now a basic salary. 11,000.
Yeah, Sana or the coffee. Yeah, 29,000 already.
Yeah, and Tina just already BBC. There now BBC say basically 15.
Yes.
But Sam George, me cry pay. Nam take home. Nam visa mu pay no cry 15. Say 29,000.
No, we read this story now. And come yanko reading. You're saying nini na no
42 no.
And trying 29,000.
I say omo. Monthly salary.
Yes. Yeah.
I say monthly. Sam George says the gross monthly salary
exactly
of an MP is 29,000.
Exactly.
And then it take home 11,000. I say legislator no. I say 6,000 deduction from the salaries for car V8. Now utilities, contrary to public perception that they do not. Now say utilities, the BBC they on the by Nenkang. Members of Parliament take home an amount of 11,000. The NDC MP for Ningu Pramprama said, according to him, Ghana 11,000 is the salary MPs in the 8th Parliament will be receiving until the salaries and the emolument committee has been set up by the president to determine the salaries of article. I think the BBC one was the previous
one. You see, what
because when Omunyans share new one,
new one, because it's an number. So what I remember was Kennedy Kasson not taking 15,000 home, and he's one of the highest paid MPs because apart from car loan on GBBabium, but more muji other kinds of loans in it. Yeah, exactly. He's one of them. Me sure says Sam George can 11,000. And no the coffee every month. But the issue now in contention now, my took a crown and say he says a gross of 29, not the 42 that we have been is being reported over here. You understand? Say a gross on any day, a gross of 29. You break down in your 29.
I say omoji 29, right?
Yes.
Now 8,000 goes into income tax.
Yes.
So even though your gross sheet is 29, almost 8,000 is taken out. Then V8 they insult us for. We also pay for it. They deduct 6,000 every month from your salary. The people have been saying MPs get free vehicles, free fuel, free water. There is no free thing. The MPs pay for the vehicle maintenance, water, electricity, and everything that comes with it because the car is a loan and it needs to be paid for. After those deductions are done, 15,000 Ghana 1,005 is paid to the party for it to be used to run the day-to-day affairs of the political party. Then the party in the region needs to get some of the money. Now we've decided the MPs who leave Parliament have no. I said now we have decided that MPs who leave Parliament have no pension. Yeah. So we contribute 1,005 towards the pension scheme we want to start. After all this, you have to go home to your family with 11,000. You see, but also no, I'm breaking it down and say
exactly
drivers allowance.
Yes, that's what I wanted to go to. Yeah. Say he spoke about the gross salary, but don't say those benefits, you know, civil servants. I had friends maybe I'm 300 Ghana as engineer. Time when I was taking like 1,200, I'm 300. But the truth was that I went to down with 3-bedroom house free, or government pickup, or fuel, or say. All those things, I'm saying 42,000, but he clandestinely decided to talk about the money. Cash said 15,000, 29,000. He had taken loans.
Just to add to yours,
yes.
About 2 years ago, saying parliamentary drivers, no,
yes,
so okay,
yes,
almost strike
exactly
because he
800 near the end. Civil servants, it's near more 600, 700,
500
minimum wage, 11 cities for Ghana, and then multiply 30 the near more. So the issue here is that, and can I say, say journalists, or for the business, and so I say, clothing allowance is a part of the 29,000 because
it will not
entertainment, clothing, fuel near them. You did not mention them. Now, so why are you trying to stress that 29,000 yet alone, yet in party to say, but region to say, which is an obligation? You went down their ticket. They also need to run. But the issue here, you can say entertainment allowance, fuel allowance, and clothing allowance, and where are those monies? That is, it will make a beautiful comparison because that is where, because based on 15,000. In a report when you see as percentages what really comes out that your 50% as in 55% as entertainment, your this as this. So he needed to really break those things down to that. Well, gross of 29 hour cano. Are you telling us now you're able to mention Mikalo there 6,000 make way income tax Ghana they shoe would you above 200,000 20,000 your income tax is huge. My brother falls in that range and he was telling me how bad it was. Baby cry say full no, you're more 5,000 full, but the count salary pay you jump into the range of 20,000. Until there'll be an issue. Or Ghana this capacity, you have no idea. Until there'll be an issue. Inside the yente fuel allowance no, and the Edema office, Yan come. Those are some of the tricks that they are doing. He needs to come out boldly to tell us how this thing is working.
Manujo,
say the other allowances.
What did you say? Because I was just texting with my correspondent, parliamentary. Once I make say, Enra. Yan discuss the story. Now me person no answer any due diligence now the boy.
Yes.
What you ask me catch me? Or see even your best friend in parliament. Omon can da.
Yes.
Omon can So on say these issues are hard to get even for Ghanaian journalists. But on say BBC, Al Jazeera, CNN, not there. Yeah. They have international media and they have their way. They have their way.
Money out of it.
So inti I don't want to believe because nobody can just say basic salary. 15,000. Now much duty allowance.
Yes.
Duty allowance near big 50% of basic salary.
So some George can say on the duty allowance I can account do 29.
Now committees no crowd. And I'll say this Honorable Benai will tell you because no committee force or catch us a committee no crowd mouse catching.
He's been there before. Me and cover friend on this one. It would have been into Bekandia because
you think he will put his MPs under the bus?
Then Ghana will have a problem if our leaders are not able to divulge.
Emmanuel Akole, parliamentary correspondent. Only parliamentarians but issues like this because once a double salary assemble NDC any MPP now what is that from
no
politicians no can't
when it has to favor them they will always try to protect have each other's back.
Double salary buy gidi na do bet you what you want
because so some George we'll break it down and then break it down to the nearest city then people will appreciate the truth because 29 now can say
police escort ni security crown is 1,005
exactly
cook 1,000 one what's it say chauffeur was then
you see I'm making sense. I was say chauffeur was say sika no ye inform man direct but won't hear the money back no
but they don't you see where they don't pay to the people
exactly no even pay the map in back because of won't yes sika
no ye ntia so many parliamentary drivers ni bi akasa ye ntia mu ka direct
yeah
because parliamentarians need be in far drivers no.
Oh, okay.
Some of them drive by themselves.
Okay.
And others drive. Yeah. Until all these allocations, no. Yankasa Manucho, who now yeah, MP, and then Yanfani say Roya you cook.
Yes.
Now Yakasa okay, Roya and then Manucho cook continue Chia Roya cow.
Okay.
The money comes to you and you pay the person.
Wow.
All these allocations, I know for sure.
Okay.
It comes. All these allocations comes to you, Manucho, and then you in turn pay the driver or cook or whoever you are supposed to pay. Your garden boy. Your garden boy.
Yes. I get you. I was only trying to make sense out of the 42,000 and the 29,000. We can't really, but because on any breakdown, entertainment allowance and extra duty per day, he didn't tell us to wait. But whichever case, it's too much. I mean, at the end of the day, almost half.
At Kennedy,
almost 50,000.
Yeah, at Kennedy.
He's one out of over a million physicians in America.
Yeah.
But he come as a person or general.
Let me read that Kennedy story. Kennedy says, I earn more as a physician in US than a senator. Unze uka Ghana parliamenter.
Yeah.
It is a senator. What do you say?
Yes.
Now, New Patriotic Party activist Dr. Kennedy has stated he earns more salary as a medical doctor in the United States of America than a senator does. He said, unlike Ghana, where members of parliament earn far more than a lot of professionals, that is not the case in the advanced democracies like the US. In an exclusive interview with Zifa Bampo, on 3FM First Take, Dr. Kennedy explained the need to prioritize the role of good governance over the appetite of amass wealth in public offices. He thus called a reduced expenditure on government officials. And I quote him, when the president says that this is wrong, I won't do it anymore, and parliament says we won't appropriate money for that anymore, then we will get there. For example, I'm just one of a million physicians here in the US. The US has only 100 senators for all 300 million people, and I'm paid better than a United States senator. So I think Africa is the only continent where public service is where people go to make money. That's not right. We shouldn't be doing that. A parliamentarian who has served for 4 years should not go home with ex gratia, which is larger than a teacher who has taught for more than 30 years. These are some of the things he said. Now, or share the figures we're also looking at and comparing how public service, especially our politicians, come 4 years, boom, 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 boom. 4 years in parliament, boom, 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 boom.
Yes.
His life and his destiny changes forever.
Yes.
And Oka say, "What Gigi Sikani nyina wia or kwa mfie nine no na wasanji de your friend say ex gratia."
Yes.
And no kra na ebufu no.
Some just 4 years on that. Yes.
So what's the pension scheme?
I see ex gratia but
now. Me say on my part because it is not even done.
Yes. Ex gratia the no pa kwa na form committee. Over the years, no, internal Greenwood Committee, and Akufo-Addo said they became under a lot of bashes. Onya convoy, onya paid holidays in the country of his choice, and you don't.
President Mahama so called Kofa, Vice President Diamond,
exactly. That's that one thing you just want to keep it when there's a new vice president. Sometimes, but like Dr. Kennedy said,
Rollins did it, Akufo did
it. Greenwood, yeah, no Green Street. Madam
Mahama did it.
Yes, and then the first one. Now Akufo-Addo no di mimba no mota yes ahead of SAR committee.
Okay, I say now we have decided that MPs who leave Parliament have no pension. So we contribute 1,500 towards the pension scheme. We want to start. Yes. Intiano say new measures are feeling but in your
first some years gratia 71 office holders and you've been added to that way until you were taking them. So don't after mobile. So with time and I think people are talking now. It's kind of awesome. As a country we industrialize it, you should produce everything. Sometimes you wonder tissue now is imported. Imported tissue paper. Your Indiana adenya sapele dumwa everything is in Ghana.
The pension is different from ex gratia because all kind of statements need down. Okan Babesi said, I'll say, in 2017, I swore the oath of office on January 7th and went to Parliament. I didn't know my salary until January 5th, 2021. Almost 4 years into my term before I knew what my salary was. This is because the Inter said no name the salary. No.
4 years we win the salary.
This is because the Constitution gives the President the mandate to set up emolument committee to determine Article 71 holder salaries. And to us, say Anoka say because South of Republic we know yenya omunya because omunye vetting ni adini president we to omunya form say emolument committee no kra.
Yeah, amodo beji omo we.
But let me say
2017 no name the salary for 4 years.
I swear on January 7th.
2017. So he's been there for 4 years. This is the second term.
Second term.
So he did not know his salary till 5th and as of
until January 5th.
Yeah, but still you knew your salary. So what's the point? 4 days on you didn't. What's the point in there that you swear me in on January 7th? I did not know my salary till 5th of the next month. So
just say you swear me in no name the salary because as I said, President will with an appointment no set is an emolument committee.
But now you know it. 4 years down the line, you know your salary. So tell us 4 years ago how much were you taking home and how much was the gross? You see, sometimes it's either you answer or you shut up.
4 years, no.
Yes.
Omuji pay an SSNK previous parliament because President to me and set the emolument committee. So so for 4 years, those of us in the 7th Parliament were paid the salary of 6th Parliament. It is the same way those who are in the 8th Parliament who will be paid the salaries of the 7th Parliament.
So the point is, quantitatively, there's been an amount which has been mentioned and you've been paid. So why can't you tell that
29,000 no Omuji? And the new one we even if there was to be a quick progress in forming the emolument committee.
Exactly, from what he's saying. But the point is, I wanted to make a case for him because on open why and build this, I will talk about it because you're a friend. I said yes, but look at 29. Now we just order until you don't have a driver, you don't have a cook, you don't have. You don't stay in a house. Yes.
The oppressor.
Yeah, I know. Yes, and we can't reconcile because there's a huge report out there. BBC now they put out.
But you don't believe the BBC report?
Oh no, I believe it, but I give everybody an equal chance. That's what I'm analyzing. I'm analyzing that ABR 42 ne could be more, not 29 or 29. Okay, that's beautiful. Maybe because you are younger, but 29. No, my breakdown. Do you have a cook? Do you have a chauffeur? Do you have this? How much are they saying they'll pay the person? And is it adding up to your 29,000? Is that what you are saying? But in all this, and at Kennedy sums it up beautifully that you have first world countries in the developing countries and people we aspire to be like. We should know people who are essential, people who can move the nation forward and pay them well and make sure they do the right work. Now, at the end of the day, no, I like the way Capito went about it. That Ghana, unfortunately, we give all the money to the politician. It goes to the government, and it's the one to decide what to do with the money. That is why people say fix the system. Then you decide to pay yourself so much. That at the end of the day, the country is impoverished. Yes.
Our parliament.
Yes.
Any ex gratia
they don't fight.
Unim said that is the time
they agree.
NDC and MPP for.
Yes, exactly.
One.
And then you find the politics of elitism na make catch on. If you sit back and think that Haruna ne or say chairman some bad bladder. Yeah, at the end of the day, and Uncle can. So I think one person came to say that the president is even using it to blackmail the Penifo more because most of them are victims to it. In Takwe say, okay, and it's happening with the Kwekwaten Captain Smart saga that GRA started that and hey, William said what the car until
Mamen clarify GRA for the statement about one. Almost it's never true.
So almost send the letter.
So omutata Kwekwaten and GRA for the letter official letter about one.
Kwekwaten lied.
According to GRA, almost omutata Kwekwaten in any way.
Kwekwaten is lying to Ghanaians that he's been chased.
It be on one adrenaline so the cantina. So I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, it's news. A running story. In your banner, you can.
Yeah, and you
can't way by a becker. So as we sit here now, that is what we had. Yeah, for Honorable Benaya Cry, you spoke about it. That at the end of this, Sana Captain Smart say quote in Kacheno. Say GRA for near bumping for be say. It is about to say GRA say unproduced letter. A chest or Monday letter come and say pay us and if even the letter has been you have to pay. You know,
when you say a letter, be a bear course.
The crap I say with you and I saw the case with you. I mean, in that regard, you have to pay your money. So there are now two standpoints now, but whichever way, the consent should be appealed to. That a crowd to say, even in the midst of COVID, tightening a belt in idea. We didn't hear it say MPs in idea say pay again 50%. They still kept to the core. You see, we are milking from a cash cow on one casano or you're malnourished. The system looks very malnourished, but still milking a feeling more banner there. Our leaders don't want to change, and they still what would this when people are telling you to fix it, it's good. Say, they've really done a yeoman's job on this, because if they had not spoken, says I fix yourselves, people will have told them that okay, then I'm using my taxes to fix myself. Some of the taxes are more. Now why Jimmy? Lots of thousands of dollars in the name of country only doesn't produce, so we need duty, customs and excise duty to run. No catch them say why duty review. What the more monument? What the chair worker? What the chair will show first now? Then no catch them say me fix me one. Who does that? I can use that money to fix myself. Oba Chromasia development e koso no. Opo mi ko baby ye form refuse. Ye form baller. Opo nefe. Obia yellow politan wa chicha no dey abeto kwan. Na maybe say no so. Do you pay for this? I say no. Then why do you pay taxes? I'm a very respected man. I'm Koshian will Gate Street. But you pay taxes, and this is what is used for. And I was happy that at the end of the day, put it into practical use. Who will complain? Kakrana wo jeno, what the year you may be, and so the Chiamoka. Say Chroma say, I did federal tax, you know what to say, Metrum in money they are paying themselves thousands of dollars. The people will even be annoyed. Person you're richer, go and do your own private work. You can be a Jeff Bezos. Microsoft, Bill Gates money are there. Nobody is against private entrepreneurship. But once you decide to take a public position in Ghana, you should know that everything will be discussed. You don't get mad because you become a salary near there. Why do you fight so much? Go and to the people and tell them beautiful stories just to be an MP for them. No could do one person to say that, you know what, we came here to serve, but I think that it's just too much. This thing can't develop our country. We are pretending to be ruling the country and we are pretending to work, and the results, the future starts today. If you fail tomorrow, it depends on the decisions that you take today. The decisions that you take here as a country, as parliamentarians, as politicians, we should be careful. Because this has become...
we talk and compare America and Ghana. Why should Ghana be paying parliamentarians more money than physicians? Medical doctors. Why?
You see, a big short, beautiful article being, I have to revisit it, that you will school, when you say what done for all things being we be a doctor, we be a pilot, we be engineer, we be a
politician, but
yes,
your pen or you entitlement now the doctors have to go on strike for it to be paid. Nurses and all professionals in Ghana.
Interestingly, I don't think at basic levels it's maybe MP or be engineer or be doctor.
Ghana system no education matter. That
they don't matter.
Do our politics make education important and matter in Ghana?
A big short article, but I think we'll cry to it. Say Larteh Chiefs in the past, once Ghana and conform for say we will be colleague on him say we're not a classmate. Then I decided some I pursue masters in the bear doctor. That my classmates, when you say no lady in the life, I know did the policy say China no not Ghana Shembra. How much they should pay you the doctor at Legon? And can you but psychologically what message does it send? That mina and then say mina me Jimmy na ma kusku acquire doctor na me take kolebuna ye chia mekani epe. Na be me smart am acquire politician na me say my minister na me detect na me V8 and me walking around. It shouldn't be the case. I decided to be an accountant. I should still get my biggest share of the piece. There should even be that way say Charlie politician there, I'm a selfless worker. Charlie me to me a pilot when I made this school. Kroma said that is the point. Miami pharmacist, me 6-digit figure. Why a politician? Would you 4-digit? Everybody knows that. Fine. It took me a lot of effort to go and be the pharmacist. I turned out to be the doctor of law na meyeno. But you see at the NHS, ni prakwane to Legon or chair law. Then politician better on no calculate is okay. We're a doctor there by a bit yoka 10,000 a month. None politician where your money now. If you are not a doctor, you might not even get half entertainment allowance, 55%. Who gives that? To entertain yourself, clothing allowance in question. Sometimes you really try and say, now clothing cry at 10%, but entertainment at 35%. So why? Which one is the priority? Dress well. You need to mush suits in there. Mobile tie. You need to look beautiful. And a suit back with chroma crown, more than 1,500. Because to suit $200 and not $300. You put woman on fine. Obeka say you don't need to buy that, but that's the standard suit and comfort. But no crown for my entertainment. na fire guess no opo entertainment dey na guess na fire massem no na ma a lot of money. Why wouldn't you fly somebody to Dubai? Yeah, what shall listen in say if it's anything to go by, we are getting sick. So let me be guided. We are all getting sick. But you know where you stand. Sometimes you say we because we are very sensitive people. We don't want to be told the truth in our faces. And here say at this point in time, there should be industrialization. Obiaye cement factory. Obiaye say these are things that can Jessica for and so ginger government say let's build a lot of rich people so that they can have a lot of businesses. And I'm sure Dangote the things is doing for Nigeria. Opoya Dangote Foundation. National Yamo Yama Nigeria. Now yet 20 cement for Ghana. National Yamo Yama Ghana. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to tell you that we need to build our own millionaires. We will think about Ghana first because we need to offer Kotogo Nkoye Foundation. But here they are not quite upside down story. Kakran on person me anipon marginalized. Kakran here one so no mudi nyafu. How will you develop? Why won't a young chap go to church or go to Akufo mountains and pray that when you visa to Canada and not go UK? No could do that. Say I'm here doing my bomb pipe for 2 years.
Can we do something about this? I say your politics no. Omoji scandal do. Ona kakran nso ebeka omumfanye project nso no masedi.
That's why the face the country clarion call should be loud. That we be here to face the country upon Krumabeka say okay we've heard you and we agree in principle that it's not just about fixing yourselves. We face the country where one can say fix government or say face the country, and face the country means institutions should work. Institution biano, let's make it as a watershed moment that you know what from this point say near the fight has not been easy. Bawumia started this paperless idea. I've spoken to people at the port. Opo starting no catch him say it is fine. You catch him say this idea chill. People 3 days you know when ya. Opo essentially reverted to the old system. Lands Commission. Edu because say you perceive you reduce human interface. Or register land. You don't have to know a person. And ka ukwa no be ajo document no amount list. Say wa more price ko say ko tua this bank. Opo tua bank ni we are no more tracking number. Nanka wo track online. You don't even to know that Opo no me person mami. That is the system. When Bawumia started the ideas, it was beautiful. Reduce the wastage of paper in the system because America say adeba kwa bomb dey am say hey say your internet bank kroma dey and government deal because from Alaska to Miami it wasn't from Ghana to from JFK to Ghana. We are talking about two extreme ends. But who Alaska now ye bibia bi Miami no bo computer pa na yaba. And can you bone see nyina. But even the internet service power and cry be a country able to me ye online digitalization no crampo ye nya power and no ye di back at the sala na bring me light on social media mo kan you do me light I'm say why should this things happen? Not to say your friends is we shouldn't light is meant for friends is near there, but at least that one day in somebody's life say I've done this to please God and I need way no crampo no. You can't have common electricity to fund yourself. I've decided to speak passionately again because of this the first the country charge in Abano. I think all of a sudden all the talk has been positive. That you know what some of the inroads that we made near Denya Larteh Chiefs, you read the story and it's beautiful. They have schools over there, infrastructure near Denya, they are not there. Free SHS there, but Nipana Bape, so they don't have chairs to sit on. And when so that can they talk about it? Say I don't know what your infrastructure no. You don't think it's important? Say what for students in the brain near person eliminated schools under trees no. Akufo-Addo school there, which is brilliant. At least me I agree. That time he was here that I have friends from JHS, me will be VSS, and now a matter of truth when it comes to knowledge share now, SS has something that I admire. Wisdom then Yamin edema. Obinko school that boy very wise. And he a nyansa. But nim dear school ni yesuano. Ubeka bro for pobe say ube say men tronia dear they learn it from school. Unfortunately, my language I number one language, so you need to go to school to be able to communicate effectively in the country. But the truth is that putting the numbers there, it's a project. When increasing intake, there should be schools to accommodate them. There should be universities on which there should be jobs on which there should be products. You see, that is a chain. But then nobody say, man, your project management, your initiation, any project not till the end. If you don't control the process, it's a useless project. Because at the end of the day, a lot of SHS graduates are then you say, it's better to have the SHS graduate than to do anything else. But the point is that then the project is not a completed one. And I think my joy is that in the past, people can say now, then they give it a political coloration and they will say, oh, boy no me baby ojina. But the truth is that these are teething problems in Ghana. I see a solve it. Say corruption, unemployment, good education, good water, good electricity. These things, good qualified electricity, just electricity. They give us the electricity. Kromana, they have nuclear energy, tidal energy, hydroelectric. The more you read, you see sometimes I like the call that is coming. Yeah, internet will be there. Sometimes Google and read too. Then put the government on it, that okay, at then a crack some more industries, community large problem. You don't have industries in Ghana. Just home consumption near the end to me in fighting. To because just manage to power CMBA factories, never like even power factories, because every same factory should have its own transformer. 50 kVA, 100 kVA, 200 kVA. They need power to generate those things. If you don't have the power, I mean, company B, what I say, it's just in a shed. Ghana, your friend, a shed. Machines say go on, or more private. Transformer and more power, and the power more consume. I can confidently tell you that like just like a region in Ghana, power more consuming because they have this huge industrial machines just to form plastics near there. And some of these things, what some consumption on catch will be building. Then you ask yourself, the year crooked to away now, yen should industries in Pony to sustain power. And if you tell the government that you know what, you per se industrialization, you won't jata cement. Me sure so bit chroma. Why not you say Charlie? Sadia will cram the cock and make me a you. I'm Jimmy Dion. The next 2 years, it's a project. I need to go and set up this company. He started talking to people. I have a friend, UK, on Hyundai idea. He's going to Korea and idea. No more say at least let me be assembly plant in Ghana because they are ready. By people to resource and being sure of that enabling environments in the So we expect the system to improve. CPI, corruption perception index, let's work on them because it's huge. The big company in Ghana, SME stability, influence of the military, corruption perception, workforce in idea. All these things are there. It do workforce in idea. Where I sometimes agree that as much as I think your attitude is secondary, it is still very important. Your FSC system no near FSC also because sometimes that is how it works. Obu Okroma no could be a company in Ghana, the man in Nanu Posa, one shot someone or 2 years now, you go there, you know it. Even projects, you give it to wow, family members, some year more attitude or money. And sometimes you go beyond just the system. Sometimes, as much as you know our rights, where capital once you know your rights, you should know your responsibilities too. Know your responsibilities. You be responsible, kakra. They be I know my rights and I need this. Just be a bit responsible. But the onus lies on the pobeje power now or convince us say I didn't yet cry to me now. What no? And I see people feel that this government has been under a lot of stake. But the truth is that if you go back from 2010 till 2016, the set of campaign and pusher President Akufo-Addo and Vice President Bawumia now. That's why people get annoyed and disappointed. The things they said and the internet never forgets. The speeches they delivered. For us to know that Charlie, a comedy yet is so taxation, yeah, it's a lazy man approach. May arrest $1. You could do a ram so big company they go. Never can once them. Shut up, because once what they make once what they say. I agree. Equity must be fought with clean hands. Maybe can reprove number 10 can't just say 1 year they say we reprove when I know very well that I've also done it. I agree, everybody has a right to say that Manichu. Before you say these things, make sure that you are purging yourself of the same things that you are complaining about. But leadership should go beyond. Say, Master, maybe you do it there. Maybe you might be lucky. Unfortunately, so we are researcher. Ghana nane empenokre. Nkabu call parliament. Or probably buma research. You be one. Say where are their own families? So family to Ghana, you have a way you think too. So Obakwa Achimota, Obakwa Legon, Obakwa Infantipima. You have an interest where they sleep, what they eat, and stuff like that. But so Obada MIT. Now to Ghana, you have a way of looking at it too. But it shouldn't be the case. Yamin and Shao, Unwabo Brana, but to make by MIT. We agree. But you want someone to say beyond the MIT, I want to achieve self-actualization. Okay. May achieve self-actualization by helping my people. Because I don't think every MP there is looking for basic needs of life. Or Penswanum, or Kadim. Most of the MPs there no bra. But the truth is that you went there because you believe that at that level of your life of 50 years, 45 years, 60 years, helping people is what motivates you. But we do myself this selfish thoughts are still in you are. Then we are heading towards doom. And they need to be extra careful. Yankasa a crone say because in your timbi. But send a door more it starts with face the country. You have more time. one fix here, then you as good as telling you fix your own self before you get to the top.
Na I befa course no sisia enche na we can Larteh ehimfo na asem.
Chiefs Kennedy story when so na here me pa.
Time no ko abo and sports na for time na. We are losing confidence in Akufo-Addo, Larteh Chiefs. The chiefs and elders of Larteh in the eastern region say they are losing confidence in the Akufo-Addo-led government over neglect. Ewo community na omo chese omo to abasa ma MPP sa omo ba omo nye hwe momo. Na nanado ba bosha obesha omo ni adeniti no mo gidie pa. But still nothing is being done. Omo chese road efi Akropon roundabout to Larteh in deplorable state. Unconstructed bypass road our community no lead to gridlock in street during funerals omo kwa ye kromu ntumi nkoni occasions. Second cycle school in the community Larteh Presbyterian Senior High Technical School in dire need of infrastructure as the implementation of the free senior high school policy has led to the exponential increase in student population, but classrooms no ne dormitories ni overcrowded. Just a new ma mo form no no mususu sen kana nado aba ye bo sha sha mu ni ade kana na betumi ayi bibi no nso na na nye hwe nti ne eastern region Larteh Chiefs say they are losing confidence in Nanado.
You know my joy. You know my joy. You know that in the midst of all these things, they still trusted the president Otumfuo, and then say at least they give him 4 years to do the preparatory work. But with second term, just some 3-4 months into it, they've started bringing some of these calls out. Some of us saw it initially. I mean, I've sat on political platforms back home to discuss some of these things that as a student of politics and how countries move, these are some of the things what the chief is saying about overcrowding in the dormitories and poor infrastructure poor. And yeah, I mean, it was anticipated. So you didn't know? Personally, no him. So you better do stage now. You will need some of these things. Now, see, can so virtually every year. I decided to say the year free SHS. It means that you have to raise extra income to still continue the road network near there. I agree. COVID has been one of the major issues all over the world. I mean, plant issues in and also, but we share advanced countries because they think above and about and above themselves. They almost could do almost could do, but it looks like we don't have anything because we a leader and I say as of now you are still talking about COVID. Then for the basic needs to be fulfilled because our roads are death traps. You see, and why will be a lawyer will have say none of them for a lawyer or Ghana but give them 20 years into their lives. Chances of no Ghana and obewu through a road accident it's very high. Not to say people don't die here, but the point is that I call them potential hazards. As a student of civil engineering, you do everything possible to reduce the stresses on the road. Okay. Even light. Light, our roads are less illuminated. Illumination is very low. Nipa so driving as illumination is low. Cars say ya umsikwemo eno na me na baby na me hu accident. Opo less than 10 minutes ni abefa if you know. Okay. Not towing track abe yi afi kwa no so. Okay. But yet here dey ma cars is so there are no reflectors. Yada si Manucho, there are no reflectors. Yam pick phone calls no 508-846-3021. Samisha se ma me yada sadaka se ma big olubi tembabre hair salon ube yuti wani mba efe wani mba da ho. Bibi abe kon kan ma wa e olu adaruma. Ono no tai chi ene de phone in segment Eddie Bramo, and then we have spoken, had a lot of chat, conversation. I do sound so do diaba. Iti my team Sami Shase Mami.
Na play ball ni money to abaso papa ejina pa bobo. Mrs. Eddie Ghana dinner to you see the papa because more kind than pa Ghana. Mention the program. Hashtag Face Mother Ghana, hashtag Face the country. If the MPC, if it's your friend is saying, new mom would have today. New mom panic, get to 3 day prior commercial. No wonder. Say a true say a proper parliamentarians who put money through kuku say now money to Munya. She get to 3 day prior in your man who's any local proper your Tambima MP. Now is anyone a question life at Nagyama Toba. Now what they are which would be just a minute and a day. So, and the most painful thing is the Omunya no more Europe, they don't care about those that voted them there, those that voted for them. Indeed, the best rabbi, the best the constitution, no say, and common show me pound, allowance is beneath a dying sika, Ninomo, Dimomo, yet Momu, opening in a message, and you see, you said, almost salaries, fast salaries, and
Olumai, they do phone that you, Olumai, Metissa, they do phone that you.
Ghana for taxpayers' money, no. She knew my idea. She secretary here, you demand MPs, ministers. So, it is the way you know, Sika, when you know, co-ministers, near MPs, Botuma. Country almost 591,980. It's just going to call one MP, 1 minister, Botuma. A better than an improvement in about burning, a better than a Dumso Americana, a better than a joblessness, a better than a cement to one could do almost 50 cities. See a kukusi kaba kuwe dia many papa Akufo and calculate the MPs and ministers on Muku Parliament. People taking this amount of money, including all these allowances. Now, me chat on me do my pamuno. Larteh for I am for some kind of and the question, here because me the Sakwan is my first officer, to me who the way or move road no estate in the city. Almost here to that area of Omunia to Montpellier. So I support until the usual because in the bush I was a gun for the poor and you be in a year, and by a man is a second saying over here, yes, I say Potachi, but yet the anyway, but as a matter of the Japan so can put me in the Agyapong, and then I make a papa of correct. And it's all the party people, a big person. I can say, and the form thing. He has vowed to come out, send 24 MP forms or galamsey, or be informed, or see maybe, or no, Akufo-Addo, or no, boy, you didn't. Then, or no, the old people, as soon as I say, a team, a country pie, Dimo, the Pona Basso Papa in the truth or your true person. And it's Omra Bonting in 24 a party anymore. Omutin and Brassem Segan of Foja Padia Segan and Shua. Omuya no Papa Mones or Munyazino. Omra Bontino is Posimo. May you who dear man Penisu a bay of a phone. The man was for Trosso.
Yarasi, Sane Mamemfa, Mumuni Chokos Yapom design.
Yamia Dominio. Many of Otumfuo Yamin show no count on what show a bush of Otumfuo. Many of and Okra and Aminiano Akasano. Otumfuo Yamin Cano. Many of Yasi, I was here to me Cano Clear Echereho. That's a gentle Mamikasa. Yamsha MP for Sika or Muji our minimum. Nani Padu say, and it's not yet to my day. I go on Peswaso. Nipadu say. And it's not warm and persuasive. I was a puntual, it's me cost a minute. We don't take the comoche, every plano, some about, not some about the drama to another Mulusha. I guess I must have here. Minio, it's me some about you. You will be PSA. A minister for any MP4 or Mulusha to a young Jessica and another Akufo-Addo at the mile or Mogago to Nephew, and the Asanoka. Jinapor, and your man is go, and you know me on the Texas, your channel, mine, I have the Aquamani Papa, what next year, no decent, you doesn't get that color, or more boy, and I ain't even walk on my gun.
Momuni Scavene, the Amobia Kudinuka, Scadine now. Yes,
MPB Coco and I MPB Lucius, Cassan and Tam the man is on what next year.
As Gracia now.
I guess I know. Do what sign over the Mamma Cotty. So be a set deal on the Mamma Cotty, someone did fair. We know, boy. Some sleeper guys are taking something on Luciano. Young Cass can involve that. Young to fire the power of my manner. We know, but I guess I'm not the Mamma, sir. I'm going to let him be fair. And bro, by Musono, no jacket, Yabia, Musuja, no jacket here. So what does calling pesos or percentage woman watch no dear let me financial unifita your certain 4 billion 6 billion and man said well what's left no this kind of into money you know man or money a penny we know for South China your new minister and not MP Ghana were MP new minister for China
Nso ya bu de skesa no mo de ma ho. You know mo wan na the party. You know mo wan na development. You know mo wan na akọ na nim. So Ghana yen ko yen mu nduru ba bia o. Yen kisika o mo tam egresha o mo de ma mini MP4 mo mo ko tele se bi se no kwa. Ni no po ade achi o. Se so to anaju na so ahu na ade achi na so ahu no form. Ni no po ye ma pani fo no o mo de bi party fo e tutu na na do Akufo-Addo eni ni pani fo o mo ni shede bo ma Ghana.
Yarasi Mumuni Chokosi, thank you very much. Uluma Pum design.
Opom Pacho, Memoyo, na swear.
Radini Adini, Yanzo, what in Mamintiwa.
Opo, alhamdulillah, Obo Adiase. Opo, Mamentia, me papa, Mr. Danso of Danoto Repet. Mamentia, Chama Kodoago. Mamentia Ghana Pony na Opo, and Yajumapa, Moye, Edisha Ghana and William. Opo. My bra, I exercise in another damn for Akufo-Addo. How about Fron? Oba Bura for Signari Kubiama. Radio presented Mahama Baha, I think 5 years ago. Our man in Mahama was still drain on. And now Akufo-Addo Baha, interview and another. Yentiase. I tell them, tell you what disappointing me power. Nana power when you're nana. When the problem say, come on, say, oh, my trauma, you. What's your trauma, me? The station American, I have my radio station. What's your trauma, you? It's in the Abujina Pony, Asante Regional Minister. Hey, I deal with your mind. I said, you get your call. Any Bawumia could share baby, sir. Boku. Omukoju ya na hemfuru kan je sedu ketia se Bawumia kan mu se nya do mema sedu ketia kasa no mukra ensemo ahemfuru kan no MPP aba no na chiro de bra omo se omo nka se no omo nka etu se mbra Otumfuo be kasa no o se Jinapor any Asante Regional Minister aka chiro onu Otumfuo ne se de o kra tare mu na wonka. That is the one much about Otumfuo 777. Opo, and yet disrespect. Otumfuo said to you, okay, with Brownie woman of Opo. Opo, your penny, I will bet in a cow, who bet my conscience on Cadia Ope. When you come near a show Otumfuo. Opo, I'm on sometimes I or Ghana, and if you know. Kuni ma ahim for kuku dama omo show Otumfuo na momu wo sebi Asante man for ene offense my ene papa my ene wo betimi akwa trade akwere na Otumfuo 72 eya oti okamu so na wo chiro krata command say wo we no nkamu asem enam to Otumfuo 77 say o ye King Solomon na ni nyansa bro agene ntiafia so no wo kama mo hu de ntia mo nkwala nketenkete Epo anti diabambo ni sao. Omuko bebia nana Akufo bebia no kobia wo so na konwa de kobia. Radio station bi obekobia na mo tro na mo dia ma radio presenter. The questions when na mo buto Akufo-Addo. Eti nana do questions na woni questions a wo ko answer. Who buta trasa question na omo de ma wo na wo problem. Opo say ne bumai.
But that's not
Mahama Tam. Epacho say
Me say that's not journalism. You don't have to. I debate today different. Come I say, omo debate today. I scripted. But I say, any debate today. Any debate today.
Opo, me say me come.
Even debate no cry. I am my own question, baby sir. Yenti oluma yana kabra we.
Me busansa wo de. Come judi for. But there we na na. Me say opo. Wole na nkata less than 20 minutes. Me busan wo so oluma. Omo tro de blame. Say na menka. Eti mo nyama mo maye ne se mo ye nyama bone mo maye nka mo ye nyama papa ne abo ma baso ne mo bebi am ko bia mo pese ye to nyom straight mo dia se ne ebu mai
ya da se olumai nyame nka ho mame mfa audu file apom design
Opo boko
balika de sala
Opo utimi nka
me se balika de sala
barka kadi yankupon ma asisi aja ya fisha no yakumo me yankupon enyemaye yankupon emo obiawo ni poboni ni awo jini ho boni yankupon empingu yankupon ma asisi ne
Nyankopɔn aka Akufo-Addo ni MPP akuma no ma 50 Ghana kakra because Nenado ni Bawumia ni Alankashe hu ba bia amude o ma ni konti mpabo a ya bo aturi abrim everything they say ye bom pae asra Nyankopɔn say the Ghana economy enyanti Nyankopɔn embo na Ghana enko na him na opo mi no go wa baso Nyankopɔn hyerew empejo enya ukase entu kom enfamaye na de bia wo so bo adwuma pase na ya mai kurun Ghana enko na ni mpabo we enka Unity FM adwuma fo nyina enhyira ewo Ramadan mu nyina so Nyankopɔn emfa bi emma Unity FM adwuma fo ni wa baja fo nyina na me tell chairman ba ko pe woni ni pin fo mu dey anu America na me tell ndc fo nyina me tell MP won cha Alhaji Sedu Haruna dudu afa no adwuma wura Nyankopɔn sha no me chairman SS Wahab Michiano, many of the American and say, Opo, what will the issue about the galamsey? And also for Kayanu, young woman, Mama galamsey, oh, Mama, you said the galamsey, you see, what in pain for a galamsey, you see, I am for 4 estimated as I say, every mama for some galamsey, they are heading a show. I will see you from watching them to the galamsey, the MPP party for Ember, Nanado, I heading, but individual, they call young Bunu, yes. Every man, you say every galamsey, emphatic free man. It's your man, Casamina, anybody, any Alan Cash, or who may ready some more galamsey free Ghana, young can be united. Abusagenti insecurity kuonugo awuchire amudabe o my Ghana so mudi corona tax, wallet tax, insurance levy tax 1%, VAT tax 1%, no mudi toll tax abeguya so extra levy tax 5%, omudabe pio so amutimi entia do foka amutimi enye de entua do foka nde uko so da mo uko so mo ninya uto sinde 1 cedi o chire uko 2 cedi uto petrol 40 cedi man pesa nde 27 Ghana cedis. I'm more a question on this cement bag and Ibrahim Mahama Jawabaya 50 cedis, 52 Ghana cedis. And then 350 contact a sentiment to Amuka. All the businesses are all my Lina Agu or Pond Domino Casa Bandisia Agu, local market Italian to Yanado, a free show with Mintia, because no one Atonema economy Agu, and the $1 ACD, £1 ACD, Bawumia or fine. I'm a money here, I'm a more about 169 billion ultimate school die hospital kakwanya udaye abuseye ntendi United Sikadie basa ahuchire insecurity 419 amomwa ekosinti Ghana for any slow enter ope by the grace of the Almighty Allah coming 2024 His Excellency Ibrahim Mahama obabe di Ghana afin kwasum edi Ghana akwadu mo po me dube si amidase
yada CP yenu abema Audu Faila, thank you very much. Rahman Yanko.
Opo National,
yes,
Commander of Aries, Commander 1.
Barika de Sala.
Barika Kadi, Assistant Bresena Opo, Yankupon Ayo Kessie, no one na ya Pediame.
Amen. Amen.
Ajumatina masuma muye. Emisha Ramadan uye pompaya no. Yamba maye yankwasa se yankupon se. U pompaya bodimo unia. U bodimo unia. Ene ye nche bodimo unia. Oto pamen kwame samso. Oto emse sama Otumfuo ekaye. Yenyina yuhu asama Otumfuo kaye. Senso Otumfuo asama okaye ni. Oto asempana papana kao. Asantura asempana papana ka. Ke ahemfo ministers, MCs, DCs, sa galamsey ni pepe ko mo juma no. Oto na me control say the regional minister, the former regional minister of high wato excavator jama ni bodyguard. Senso on the stage onye oni position bia o ambassador. Another man ni bodyguard say onko tu sa galamsey ni pi and then the bodyguard no excavator could have no nam kolon and the two galamsey they were here for be omususu no omuma kwai sense omunyina percentage no ombenya bi nto muso omuma kwai na yese amofofo na yese amofosio na yese su a ese yenyalom nti se Yenina Yakata Yabua, near to Asia, young such a born and woman paying another than Akufo-Addo. Leader Bianca, see, only 10%. Only 10%. The ministers now, Michelle, at now, flat house, and I'm never think of good. 10% of the set. So, Mukono Minister, I'm only one a check. I know I'm not a check. It is another case of the galamsey, yeah. A growing team to us, yeah. Just a call for no more can win in a channel, or we not too for my good unity. Into a more push or two for my cat and some. This is your papa or two for a cat and some now. And maybe the minister galamsey, the cat ever for your back. Young to make galamsey, say, but you bet trust, and to trust that. Chances they get to trust that. And the young cat ministers' name is this season. Now, if no, Mutu, just stop for months, Sana. You must stop for individual. That's it. You must stop for foreigners. You don't have foreigners. So move back. Foreigners, because I said, when you are 12 foreigners, only more. In this time, foreigners, a Ghana for the beer and a king and him, as in the course of foreigners. Now, say, a China phobia, or more towards a hint, or more flow. One back over the Jew, General, one back over, forest and more, or any two of them are good, or any deal to a budget, and they are overflow. I had the American peso, attitude in Kuske, and woman in Akufo, I read the wolf, as I say, good and the coach China, no, I could think for so long. When you know, and I must thank for the country, young stop, young Catania, who and send a focus to individual. Nche fasema otu for card Yakupo Shirano no nya ni kesi otu Yakupo nkan
Yada CP enu abema Raman Yakupo nkan so ho mamemfa Kwajo Poku wi another the boat nso ato aso Kwajo mamenti o
Opo cha watie fo ni majuma efo na opo ene erade ayade ni ji sama ewo mse ye nyina ye ni enkramofo na ebom ekota o chedi apase so o hwe o so ana obo o ba o ka o mo mutimi ye fasting 30 days enti ana dia me Kwajo Poku crowd ene itani kamonia entem de muma ekobo from eta erade because erade ayade ye sha se ni edini na sha enti ewia e be se edini na se ekokoma na obo na me to me enkoma unity radio my for a telephone na any the friend ko enka obi bia ho enka ye wura o ti ko so open so kuma asantemura opo next time all can church papa no obi entardi we bia wu papa ikini ne ne ni papa ne NDC e so papa kata wo ka ye wura kata wo kana e no obi enta obi na me de kata me pesa me kan ta excavator to ma start to almost no me de e wo se e ya ka de no mo po ta ya betumi atu campaign afri nyina e ya se ya se excavator we nyina e do ta almost no mo kata Omo show bi there at minister there at MP there at obi there. Dem on do ba tini bia na omo so mo e so mo chibu fo. Omo show o ma ndi kata fu mo aso a kan kwa ko tie da there kwa ta ja na nta e twa ye na obo. Le to me tan obo na meli ko na amudan kwa Akufo-Addo. So me dia wuni ta man ta ma dia uba na wo sha MP ko na wo Kwajo Poku a. Na sha MP wo odi kwa nyina. Ame ko ya nta ya MP asia ye yi na wo kwa ya deputy financial minister. And then the one over most of the me long quick to therefore. That's one of my as you can't now in India. The food is that way and never be way there almost 1 billion. Ghana, how you want with them, and now we don't go to who's on your way now. Why don't you with all the budget to look at the parliament one out? That's a 7 50 no problem to me. And so I know to go now on go to now or town or this kind of thing. That's another Akufo-Addo. When you said we have the plateau and okay, come away and if you can have better young one with yeah, more another Akufo-Addo.
Okay, Kwajo say. Thank you. Yamin kan Daddy Boat abom design.
Nami Adomboko International amoto e.
Erade ni edini ye ho ye pa amanti o.
Yo international menchia o na menchia awusafo mo US. Ha muti o samle na obasunya 18 ma Daddy Boat fashion. Yeso ya bio mu denden ye 2 MP so na go kwasi ame ache me Ignatius ba for we asunya East and West. Oboto so mo chia o denden. International
Obia Eka Otumfuo Assembly. No na fan say because on him pon. Na the Otumfuo Akano. Well, me tell me I say Papa Akufo-Addo. Na so me papa o ti ni pasem. E no tie ni paso. No ye ni papa there. Eye pandemic we are me kan. Me hu papa we nti na me ko di na chi. Eye pandemic ya international. Me think Ghana ye so di aye di there. So what I say, well, we see a excavator, how? Now, Cassa say, me that war my do with me. They found more my do you. Ma, I man, see, you know, or see that the Sumun now, the boy of Papa Akufo-Addo. Now, galamsey continue now, if you don't know. If you don't know, or see my guy, me sugar excavators. Say, I am before the she excavator. I can't see what I'm saying. What someone say I want to know about
other endings in your Ghana.
Yellow excavator, galamsey, you. It's a guy, young person, yes, she a machine. I won't go on and say, oh, I think. And that's all because if now got to someone now to go Mukura. Omunya to be a ganti we man den omunya na share excavators no ya see you my example say minister bi we kuru a o di bi akosi o ya say MPP ashila e kan ya sunju na eba no ishira kan ya me so Otumfuo dị na no abetumbi so gasana ai fufu ni nyina ya abdo en ka zama ya wato ye international o hwe say that mamu fo nyina de o manuato galamsey we mu a mani Agyapong say de okofa fix the country ni ba ye no ishira kan no na me busa so no a fix no wana na do ba fix ama ye ye wo jide woni ye wo jide wo MPP amampomu enti me sra mu ye shi excavators a ye ma mo shi na me jide say Otumfuo dị na no abetu bi no anfufo maka nyina so be di a che because Otu ukuro mo bo Otu ukuro na wa ma nipa kwan say o mo me se wusu a players a wo yin kwa onye ne wo man fo ho onye ne man fo nti say ne ye wuso nti na eba no emwa nti ye nti say ya gina international anfufo anything omufo ye de we be shame na fix the country so me show boss say ati we inquiry international ye nya se me die mu kan fa galamsey wo da ye do bele na Akufo-Addo abato ya to na mo mu so nti se ko na de NDC ko na de any kasa de ba o mu nya ko du bia fa mo ye Papa Akufo-Addo wa bra o kiri na go na so o be je dimpa na mi papa o de na chibe Ghana no so o be ja na pa abe to na ma pa so ama o mai Ghana ya di ni atwa so asabu sia bo be no e ko be na me le ko asan ka NDC bo ba yi taxes asemi ko mu be Otumfuo say ampa mo me nyina ye ni bi ni ampa mo aye man ni ye a ye say de be ya ju ya say mo ko to ha okura mo nya wi ye say ma di galamsey aboso a mo nya ye share excavators ni be di nkunim e wo galamsey fo ne so me da international
Daddy Bo Jezo da si titi abom design
opo ya do ye
ya da nyankopon ase mbajo man nti
Yo, Opo, just if you can help me with this question. Nana Dodakwa Akufo-Addo's father was he the prime minister some time ago, or was he the?
Yeah. Akufo-Addo's father was president of Ghana one time.
For how many years?
It wasn't that long, but I can find it out for you now.
I know it's about 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. But can we find anything that Nana Dodakwa Akufo-Addo that when he was the president, anything that he did that we can say he was the one who did this, like the others did?
What do you mean? You want to know Akufo-Addo's father's achievement? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, the achievement.
Why?
Is there anything Ghana that we can say that is an achievement from Nana Dodakwa Akufo-Addo that when he was the president?
I know he was president for I think only 2 years or so.
70 to 72.
Yeah.
So is there any achievement that we can,
August
we can say
1970 to 30th January 1972.
1970 to 72.
Yes.
I'm asking you. You are the journalist. For me, I've not heard anything any establishment or any infrastructure that they say this was done by Nana Akufo-Addo's daddy when he was the president. I don't know whether you have anything that you can say.
Why are you saying that? Why are you trying to infer that maybe you don't have any monumental thing to remember his father or to talk about that his father did fight, so that's why Nanado it's not doing anything, or that is that why you are trying to ask all these questions?
You have answered all the questions. You have said it all. That's what I want to say. When his daddy was the president, we can't say those right now. We can't say this is what he did. These are his achievements. So what do you expect from the person's child? All that they know is to make themselves rich out of the ordinary people. They come to enrich themselves. They don't have the mind of developing the country. That is it. But so when I see people, ordinary people like the one who just spoke, suffering in Ghana, and you are supporting this, then it is up to you. Ghana is really in crisis. If you go to Ghana,
but Titi, I don't think it would be fair for you to do that correlation because his father, because if you look at Nanado's father, Nanado father, now you're part of Big Six now, United Good Cruise Convention, UGCs, you know. I'm fight pay for Hundi Ma Ghana no. Now obey also no a Chief Justice or a Chief Justice from 66 or 1966 to 1970, and sana later no 1970 no be president for only 2 years. Until if you are president for 2 years and president for possibly 8 years, say nyepe. Into kasa ne papa nyi say inti ono nti no so nyi say na. It seems you are not being fair to his father because Papa did idea for only 2 years.
All that I'm saying, what do citizens of a country expect the president of the country to do? I'm not talking about him when he was a lawyer, when they fought for independence. That's not what I'm talking about. During his regime as a president, what did he do that today we can say these are his achievements? That's my question. So if we cannot remember upon you, if there is something you know about about him, I don't think he will be saying all this to me. He would have mentioned all those things. There's nothing we can remember him for. So what do you expect? I say, the only fight these people come to fight for or to be leader is there to make themselves rich. That's all. So because I cannot imagine President Akufo-Addo, I always say this, someone who lived in outside before United Kingdom. These are our colonial masters. He lived there, he school there, and all these things are happening under him. Yeah, me, I don't. For me, I don't think we're gonna even have a president right now.
Oh, Titi, don't say that. We do. Don't say that. Don't say that.
If you go to
we do have a president.
I went to Ghana in 2018, and then I went again last year. When I went 2018, the road Tema, you're talking about Tema. Road 2018 that were bad that I was complaining about. They were the same road, nothing happened to them. Where things are going on, and we are saying this is a leader of the country. I don't think so.
Yeah, that's it, Titi. Okay, Bushaya to me for Australia Beam, Mana Friday, Yabrason, Yadimadi in Isia by a Kaimu say, in Makobia Darumani, the Bremo, said him Lika and say, Pon and Ibeja time Kakrane day. Fixtures matches course over the weekend at Bremen. I don't think I cut course in term. But about 10 people, 11 people have already contributed, so I think that is enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Until nipa do me no achiro madwen ye ni emi no pe manu meboa nti nipa do me no achiro madwen ye mpacho mo amofra mi tumi fa ko bi ebim ye time na so ba de emfa akonya ho akonya we so na omo so sporting friendly omo pe ball no ye ma omo hu matches ekoso na otwi awie na afi yemfa fixtures ni nanto ema omo na muntumi hu matches eba so Chelsea will be playing Ochina but Ochina dan Chelsea about Tuesday 3 matches and Chelsea born in a week ebi munso about 2 Liverpool is also playing 3 on Zombe Premier League no next Saturday obi abe born 11 o'clock Ode
pressure ba baby
next Saturday remember games ni na 11 o'clock
home stretch
and Chelsea will be playing Aston Villa 11 o'clock there'll be games but my info went to my tier4 set and Premier League matches ni bi koso Newcastle United and Manchester City manucho and Man City they omanya chance power
yes
it's ombenya kwanya humi o ansa no share Chelsea because omo bom game we are omo game bi abiem kopem memenda cause I come 2 games per oh no City I come how many matches 3 I think 3 into the so Musaka 3 me here omo Newcastle because no more outstanding matches. Yeah, they also have 3 games. They are playing Newcastle today, and they will play Brighton in the midweek, and then Everton. Omo last game. City is so outstanding match. Bakwa. Inti omo so bonne. Inti at 3 o'clock, Manchester City, but they are already champions of England. Don't forget. Omo any Newcastle ena ebebo. Ti enoni matcha ekoso ene ewo England. Nyami yadmo ochina say ena fixtures no beko akoye. Oko Germany, Augsburg, any Bremen, Arminia Bielefeld, any Hoffenheim, Freiburg, any Bayern Munich, Hertha Berlin, any Cologne, Leverkusen, any Union Berlin, Mönchengladbach, any Stuttgart, and Schalke, any Frankfurt. Manucho onim so China, German Bundesliga, no games ni na the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
Omo win on 9:30.
Yeah.
To be a kick-off time the same. Oko Englander, Ochina no papa 7:30. Burnley, any Leeds United, Southampton, any Fulham, and a Brighton. And West Ham 3 games in England in the Premier League. America Crodium ha Major League Soccer. New York any Toronto Galaxy, LA Galaxy any Austin, Atlanta any Montreal, Philly any New York, Minnesota any Dallas, Colorado Rapids any Houston, Red Salt Lake any Nashville, and Earthquakes and so any Portland. Italy Ochina, Genoa any Atlanta, Spezia any Torino, Juventus any Inter, Roma and so any SS Lazio. Remember, Inter Milan have already won the Serie A. FA Cup Ochina finals no Chelsea any Leicester City and ebebo eno ye 12-15 and as a match no eba so 12-15 kwesiada games ebeko so Germany 2 Mainz 05 ni Dortmund and Leipzig any Wolfsburg and ebebo England Sunday Premier League Crystal Palace any Aston Villa 7 o'clock Tottenham ni Wolves 9:05 West Brom ni Liverpool 11:30 and afi Everton and so any Sheffield United 2 o'clock. Oko Spain league no eba weekendi kwesiada Alaves any Granada, Athletic Bilbao any Real Madrid, Atletico any Osasuna, Barcelona I'm saka 2 games, right?
Yes. Aka 2 games.
2 games.
First 2 points.
Yeah. Inti no on say Spain. Omo pese obi abenya obi results. Now I calculations. Inti last batch one almost born same time and then the last game same time.
Let's close Madrid to lose.
Yeah, because Ochana almost go home. I'm no Osasuna.
Omunya win, I'm winning. I'm not gonna get trophy.
Nti so Ochana me here. Me here omo games no say. Omo boy no we na. Yeah, now say obi about 36.
Yes.
Nti Ochana Sunday dey near 37th game. Now omo we next week. Tiaka 1 game. Ochana Spain games ni nyina omo boni nyina the same time. Sunday Alaves ni Granada, Athletic Bilbao ni Real Madrid, Atletico ni Osasuna, Barcelona ni Celta de Vigo, Real Betis ni Huesca, Cadiz ni Elche, Getafe ni Levante, Real Sociedad ni Valladolid, Valencia ni Eibar, and Villarreal ni Sevilla. We any games are ekoso kwesiada America Crodium Sporting Kansas City ni White Caps, Cincinnati ni Inter Miami, New England ni Columbus Crew, Sansuna DC United ni Orlando, Sounders any Los Angeles Bebo. Italy Fiorentina will be playing Napoli on Sunday, Benevento any Crotone, Udinese ni Sampdoria, Parma ni Sassuolo, Inter Milan AC Milan ni Cagliari. France ombebo games ni na simultaneously on Sunday. Bordeaux ni Lens, Dijon ni Nantes, Lille ni Saint-Etienne, Lorient any Mainz, Marseille ni Angers, Monaco ni Rennes, Montpellier ni Brest.
Brest. Let me check here last
Nice and Strasbourg, Nimes and Lyon and PSG so ni Reims. Ti winning games are Basso.
Ti Brest here that saying. Brest here that saying. Last time you had 14th. Now you hate puberty. Ti make sure say.
Man can baby will be harder.
Oh, man, say I hate puberty. Yeah, you're a teenager. You're 14.
TT the message be by during the show was see Oppo, please. You guys should be our host. No political party representative, please.
Yes.
I also said the program na yepa pese yeah because you mom a lot of information education. Pese politicians no ba better like we are gonna normal distort program no information we want to put out them.
You give them the Saturday. You know there's sometimes you listen to partisanship. Almost
partisanship.
Inside Saturdays.
No, but
I think
I mean a couple of messages.
You are not being fair to them. They also deserve a chance.
They deserve a chance. Come technocrats na. Omba no ma be distort information abeto to nyoma gueti abeti atem sa Eric Kwachi ohene ya chow Kofi Adams say I'm watching you guys from New Jersey, great job. Yeah that say Eric Kwachi ohene says Manucho is as brilliant as Nana Asabre. You flow on all cylinders. Manucho, good job. Paul Disoso says Manucho was far to the right yesterday, but I think he is now moving towards the center point on the first topic. And then the Oko Dakumoma.
So Momo yes.
I think the second team of NPP government is Chop Chop. Second term, Kofi Adams. Or the second term of Nanado, Chop Chop.
Yeah.
Paul Dilale Disoso said today I have decided not to be too hard on my friend Manucho. My criticism yesterday helped by pushing him now to shift to the center.
Sir, na me cry na me take it. So you say immediate.
Okay, Abuja.
I say Sky Sports. Ya sorry ko.
Ya the move see her. Ya Yamin shramu nyina ya kai say motivational message I dey bremo no. Reach to school. So open driver's license 65 James Street. Oba ho nsabeka bi. Dan auto repairs adaruma. O say weather report. Etana se anopa bi a yemfa mremo. Na mu hu said the WMC airco said the edika can and run air can early part of a nation no and never done a kama minim say we see former bun say e kama pa maximum I benya 73 maximum sisi ano ewiane boya bara ewiana brass kakra I am mostly cloudy ewiama ekusu kakra but temperature no dey ebegina 70s kopim say ebebo anwumre 7 p.m. and ebeko 69 and then it will be down to 58 by 11 p.m. So Dan Auto Repairs and ma yede weather report at the Bremo Anopa bia otayechi. Before I be sorry no now be bisa opponent say mo my dailies no quickly GJA president talks trash as he condemns City FM journalist. I know you share but
interesting
or the actual power.
But there's a twist of Monday near Bekan. So on your picture some who you try no call BNI NIB no could charm cast be na on your problem no more bono. Or much no call. Initially that's the report which came but
it is not true. Because reporter Abasisi so a journalist nakasa inti ama GJA boss na bebe pacho.
Yeah, say no. I'll say you can't take military installations. There are some buildings I want to make kucha, but the truth is, the constitution says that if it is in the public interest or it will favor the country, and anas, anas expose people have problem. No, say be expose a negative
story by anas ka someone for full story ama. Later na buy no bet say he's happy say I feel already all the details about.
Manasseh now Boka was so.
Manasseh
from CJ.
Manasseh
exactly. So it's an interesting debate whether it is
Ghana Webo journalist attack. I was ignorant, forgive me. I feel money begs
after for money. He is the president
almost of because and some of the kind earlier way no.
It was really damning trying to prove that I say you need permission before you take pictures of edifices and people. Obviously no, send it as good as any story you write.
Also GJ boss now
one can say
or you're ignorant.
One can say it because speculative investigative journalism you don't need a person's permission. So public
the
interest.
Informer says my mom yes. Me can also commentating
exactly.
The informer says Mahama failed in Somalia. Authorities say he is not credible. Also my man position as with regards to elections or something. International
yeah, that's an interesting one.
Yeah, EC effects reforms. Azugu strikes again. Superintendent disturbingly assault on journalists.
Okay.
That's just what.
Yes.
Wesley Girls Muslim impasse. Akufo-Addo appeals for calm.
Yes.
And a less enhanced dignity of PWDs.
Yes.
Bawumia
Public Waste Departments.
Yeah.
Now excavators and more they need equipment. Madam for be.
They find that Kuakrata and so the other buy. I see inflation banner headlines. See schools not places for ideological religious battles. Let's maintain inter-religious coexistence to preserve peace. President says so. Yeah, inflation rate drops to single digit of 8.5% in April. And also Education Ministry to develop policy to guide faith-based schools. Dr. Aduchum. President Akufo-Addo to embark on official visit to France, Belgium, South Africa, and also they find a Kuakrata enim. Now, ABC.
Why are you always traveling? I've not heard Biden has traveled
ABC News. I say I will not sanction chiefs engaged in galamsey. Asante Henedi no. And I say Akufo-Addo.
I will sanction or
I will sanction. Sorry. I'll say I will sanction chiefs. Also, I catch also be you or who are Hinibia or galamsey.
It was a positive talk for the first time. No, I'm in bed with the
for the first time.
Yeah,
did you just say for the first time?
I've never been in bed with. I'm not a gay, so I've never been in bed with him before. So the first time I'm going to be in bed.
President Akufo-Addo embarks on official visit to France, Belgium, South Africa. Focus on Seglemi housing project. Nana Akomia to fix the country convenience. Also, I'm for my fix Seglemi. I'm can wasem na say no dejected.
Exactly. Mahama buildings, we don't see what now.
Nana Komia so onyadwene nti convenience no omo for margin nko na buy and fix enye saade no.
Oh, okay.
Also focus on Seglemi housing project.
It's part of the stories people are saying that your housing deficits were gonna afford that crown. So try and do it, and this time you have farmer people who need it.
News no. Almighty Daily Graphic says keep tolerance in schools. President appeals to stakeholders. Graphic Zoom Lion cleanup base tomorrow. President on 3 nation working visit, and also now go ahead the next story. The Ghanaian Observer the other by say hashtag fix the country saga. Problems have existed since Ghana's independence. Hey, now how I won't know power.
Catch me.
Abambame.
Yeah, say problems have always been.
Problems have existed since Ghana's
independence. I don't think it's a perfect system.
It's problems of how my fix it. Now the problems negative ways are my
shouldn't talk about it. I don't know why he said that, because every country it's a continuous improvement, but we are lagging.
Don't turn schools into battlegrounds for religious fight. Akufo-Addo and Ghana for GHS. Ghana Health Service.
GHS. Ghana Health HS.
Ghana Health Service.
GHS. Ana GHS bia. Ana GHS.
Enye
GHS.
Tackles gaps in malaria control intervention. Ghana Health Service. GHS. Daily Guide say Opuni backed Agongo to default cocoa board, says judge. Opuni case is still ongoing.
Yes.
Local LPG marketing companies appeal to government. Otumfuo backs president to stop galamsey. Nana calls for truce in with the hay ampas. And also Eddie, I don't know. Now share the Daily Dispatcher. Don't turn schools into places to fight religious and ideological battles. Government will help ISD to enhance flow of information. I know your chief of staff. Health workers trained on larval source management in Upper East. These are all headlines on the Daily Dispatch. The Ghanaian Times says Wesley Girls fasting saga. Don't turn schools into battlegrounds. President advised public. And on a probe underway into Ghanaian students' death in Cuba. Very sad story that happened last week. Daily Statement say no religious battles in our schools. NPP calls for cool heads in Wesley Girls Unpass. President admonishes stakeholders. Government alone can't fight galamsey, says Otumfuo. Akufo-Addo to embark on 3 nation post-COVID recovery visit. And also the insight is a small scale miners angry accuse government of selective destruction of galamsey equipment. NIAD Abu Jinapor Samuel Abu Jinapor foni ababeda Bono East Regional Minister applauds Atebubu Amante MC for the productive use of IGF. G7 of failed colonial powers telling the world what to do. Nina was the insight. Kuakratano and weekend today say Bempa stokes religious tension with inconsistent prophecies. On say Bawumia team I reply Usu Bempa. Omakike biachira no. Yeah. Obeshe bo say Bawumia ntumi nya president afide opeso twa U10 no.
That was then.
Yeah, almost almost Omakike biachira Usu Bempa ne. Iti no na weekend today picky say was toku religious tension. Say Kremoni Sabi into my president of Ghana. Coconut Grove host chicken festival. We are for constitutional reforms. PPP says so. These are all the headlines on the front page of the weekend today. And on that note, dailies today. And so this yeah, promise next week, beginning Monday, yeah, the dailies in our headlines as we used to do at the Ebebramo. Eti Yadamasi Samukai. Medini Opo National by my Lieutenant General Manucho and they do Yabonitia because news time as well. Yadamoko Peace 104.3 near the news not so but another weekend going into weekend Manucho then
TGIF. I mean people there should be a lot of leckings and sackings this weekend. If you are lecking, lick hard. If you are sacking, sack hard. Don't lick and sack at the same time because it might cause accidents on the road.
Manucho, are you okay?
Why?
And now a weekend share your tear phone crying neck can be chrom no more fun going to the weekend.
The whole week when you share and then so when you share you will not sack something this weekend. You will not lick something this weekend. Then how can nature's own way for continuation of the human race go on?
Frances Punamani say thanks for a great show. Or there as say a boy Juma.
Yes, she should try and
Frances say I say a bonabaso.
She should try and sack something this weekend. Kajan said this week on sack baby. Yeah.
You need a psychological review.
One can also try and lick something this weekend.
As I'm going to psychotherapist be because they kick out corner for me. What my BM she me
think of big great.
Yeah, that's why Rich Roto School down auto repairs. I'm gonna do weather motivational message. But sports, Anochikrum restaurant, Big Olu as a mass trading, not down auto. About political discussions now. Danko African Market, KM Raf Roofing, and Rashida Financial Services, and Raf G-Man Driving School. Raf G-Man, so far G-Man Sibra Nebejo driver's license in Hawaii, Royal baby.
Yeah, Royal. I said, Lekin and Sakin, a man in your jam, my man will be this weekend.
You are listening to Unity 103.9 FM, where we make you feel good and never alone.
I just wanted them to say,
I would say, Adamoko Peace 104.3 near the news now to so until then, the best share Yami Adma Juada. Have a wonderful and a blissful weekend. Peace. We love you all. Yeah. Enjoy. Said the catcher say, be a lamp or a lifeboat or a ladder. Help someone's souls heal. Walk out of your house like a shepherd.
Yes.
And on a DJ Rumi.
Be an L.
Rumi and
a lamp, a ladder, a soul, or a lover.
Yakram.
Yes.
Opo National.